This is gonna be a rough one. I did some testing. Didn't go well, of course. So you remember when I played Hops Trevenant and I played 18 games and I faced Lucario once? So I tested a Mega Audino version of Dewgong, and 3 games in a row I faced Lucario. So of course. But yeah, if you're voting in the prediction, I suggest taking the under. This might be a good idea to take the under. Yeah, it's not going to be a 20-win stream. It's a washed out deck. Yeah, we're not going to be making much of a... Okay, don't trust your pilot. You've made a huge mistake. Because what you need to do is no, this is going on YouTube. Okay, number 1, this is going on YouTube. Don't trust your pilot. Oh, thank you. I don't think Twitch lets you choose when you pay it forward. So that's a little dumb. But yeah, if you're ever gifting a sub, please click on someone's name who isn't currently subscribed and give them a sub. Because Shadow Renato, I don't think they're here. You know, they just give it to a random follower or a random person who's ever just been in your stream. But this is going to be a rough, let me tell you, this is going to be oh crap. Oh crap. This is going to be a rough one. All right. So yeah, I put in a couple things. Like I put in this Jinx. You can go get a basic, put it on your bench and move an energy to it. So it protects an energy. It's a mess, right? I have Spidops build, I have a Reg ICX build, I have Spidops Dewgong build, which actually worked out pretty well. Smeargle, Glass Trumpet, Audino, Kamala Harris. We're gonna hit 1300. We're gonna hit 1300. It's not a matter of if we're gonna hit 1300. It's gonna be a matter of when. No, I already made a commitment. This is going on the main channel. This is a main channel video. Yeah, sub 200 potentially. No, this is a main channel video, and I'm going to focus on the fact that there's a reason why this is so bad. Never Let Me Down. Isn't that already on there, or did I forget to upload it and I deleted it accidentally? Oh no, did I delete it accidentally? Did I thought I put it up there. Oh no, it's you have to go to the live tab. That's right. It's just a All right. Well, it's if you go to the live tab, it's there. So that's what it is. It's still there, but it's not under videos, it's under the live tab. Oh, this is Do I even need to start the YouTuber voice? I feel like I don't need the YouTuber voice here. I have an inkling that I don't need the YouTuber voice based on what's about to happen. And I've already deleted it from my computer, and that's too much. Hey, Evie, welcome in, Evie. We've missed you. Ooh, I can play with my balls. The good news is that I can play with my balls. The bad news is that I don't know what I'm supposed to do after that. All right, let's get rid of that and that. What do I have in the deck? I think probably just the Mega Kangaskhan is all I can get right now that would somewhat allow me to play the game. So naturally, we're facing a fighting deck. And this is the worst possible matchup in the entire world for us. You know, we face fighting decks all day long because we love fighting decks. But if I can just get like a couple energy, we'll be okay. Or if I can get no energy. If I can get 0 energy, that's also great. Oh God, I have to. I'm sorry. I don't. Oh no. Oh geez. Okay. That's yeah, well this ain't going in the YouTube video. But did you notice how I didn't face any Lucario the other day, and then it's just gonna be all fighting decks today? What are my thoughts on Pokemon Champions? It is my review of Pokemon Champions is that it is 100% a game that exists. It is not good, it is not bad. It is just it's a thing that exists, and I'd rather just play Pokemon Showdown, which is faster and better, and I should have saved the Mortys, but you know, yes, like that's all it is. Like, you can't say anything good or bad about it. It is a video game. Yes, if you download it, you can play it. Personally, I haven't done double battles, which is where I imagine the main technical issues happen, so I haven't run into any of those. But I would imagine it's, when you do double battles, that's when the issues. But yeah, like it's a game. It exists. I'll play it off and on, I'm sure. I just don't have much ooh. Okay, it isn't possible for me to take a knockout this turn, which is really cool. I think it's almost impossible for me to do anything this turn, especially if this is nothing. Yep, this was nothing. That's really cool. Love that. Love that so much. So much. Can I even get anything useful right now? That would be a big no. That would be a massive no. Sure. Let's get some skibbities going, and let's enter. Let's just not even. Let's just. We already know how this is gonna end. We already know what's about to happen. There's no point. No, I wouldn't stream Pokemon Champions just because it doesn't seem like there's a point, right? I'm a TCG player. All right, Alex Perez, you're the gatekeeper to the 1300s, Alex. Alex Perez, 1, 2, 3. But I think it's funny and also a little weird that, thank you, Mark, that they asked you to choose the region. I have only faced people from Japan in Pokemon Champions. I haven't faced, I think, a single person outside of Japan. So it's like, what's the point of asking us where we live unless you're going to set up a foot cam in our house? And also, unless you're going to put us in like a server that's in our region and not against people in Japan. Okay, this is actually fine, except for the, start that we have. All right, I mean, I can make this work. I can make this work. I can kind of twerk. We got this. I actually might win this game. Don't count me out just yet. Trust Your Pilot might win a game of Pokemon cards with Dewgong box. So it's going to be a little interesting here. I have to be very, very aware of what's about to happen. Okay, so the Prism Energy. I have to tell you something very important about the Prism Energy that I'm going to immediately forget and make a huge oopsie. So it provides every type of energy, so it can be moved around with Dewgong. However, if I evolve this Tarantula into a Spidops at no... Okay, well, we have the Regigigas start, so that's fine. But this is... Oh, yep, just absolutely body me. This is probably about as good as it could get in terms of matchups. But of course, we get a terrible start. They let me go first. They Mountain Badoo me. But like I can win this one as long as they don't just have a turn 2 rare candy Dragapult Fire Energy. Okay. I mean, I guess, right? I mean, I guess we just do a full draw up to 6, and if everything goes right, I can do many things, and nothing went right. And everything went wrong. Fantastic. Literally can't play a single card from my hand. Oh, we're having fun today, aren't we? We're having so much fun. Of course, I start the Regigigas because I'm like, oh, I can't be punished starting the Regigigas. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, that's the worst that could happen, is that we get Badooed into a nothing hand. And, we Iris for 6, get a hand of an Ultra Ball, no Lilies, no supporter. This is really bad. I don't think there's any chance we can win. Tricky Bot, let's see how much you basted me with your happiness. And Tricky Bot, wait, you're saying bad? You're saying my decks are bad? You're saying my decks are... You come in here, your first message is that my decks are bad. I'll tell you, my deck is fine. It works perfectly fine for someone my age, okay? But you haven't played it since XY was released? So that was, what, 11 years ago? That was a long time ago. XY is a long, long time ago in a galaxy far... Oh, yeah, yep, just... Yeah, 11 years ago. That's crazy. Okay, well, we're having so much fun. We've lost the Prism Energy, we've lost the Tarantula, and we got a Lilies. And now the Lilies is much worse because they gave us a prize. And they just go directly into Night Stretcher. It's almost like, wait, how is this in the bottom of the 1400s? Ow. How are you in the bottom of the 1400s with a Dragapult deck? And I'm out here stupid playing Dewgong, getting a nothing start here. And, oh no, I played Night March. Night March was my original deck. I won so many tournaments. I think it was Dragapult VMAX was banned, wasn't it, Eevee? Wasn't Dragapult VMAX banned? Or did I just ban Dragapult? Because if you didn't know, if you stopped playing like 5 years ago and you came back now, Dragapult's still a tier 1 deck. Dragapult's still the #1 deck. But yes, Night March was amazing, and I'm really happy. Okay, so we can maybe win this game. Yeah, I took a prize. What's the worst that could happen? I just have to thin out everything. And okay, there's a Kangaskhan, there's a Jinx, there's a Tapu Koko. There's, I mean, I guess I put it there just to try. Because if we can get like a couple, if we can get a Latinas here, of course not. Why would we get a Latias EX? That would make way too much sense. And we don't do things like that here. We do not do things like that here where things make sense and we can make things work and twerk and stuff. All right, well, next turn. I'm guaranteeing you, next turn, we're going to do all the things. What are they going to do? Knock out my Regigigas and I'm not going to be able to find anything playable? That would never happen. But I think this is a potentially winnable matchup. So what I did is I started double Tarantula and Regigigas, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll send up the Regigigas. That'll buy me some time. Naturally, they start Latias, go into Badoo, and then they Dusclops Tarantula because I risked into nothing. But as long as they don't go Rare Candy Dusknoir my Spidops will be fine, right? As long as they don't go Rare Candy Dusknoir my Spidops, and then bosses my Tapu Koko, and then knockout, do something else, we'll be totally fine. And Yogurt Enema, fun fact, they gold coins don't exist anymore. They're golden tickets, like Willy Wonka. And John Dowd, thank you for this. Wait, you subscribed at tier 2? That means, is there any specific emotes I have at tier 2? At tier 2-ga? Do I have any emotes at tier 2-ga? Get it? Because you're a tier 2 sub, and there's a Pokemon called tier 2-ga, and it's actually pronounced tier 2-ga, not Turtuga. Like the thing, crap. Well, this was a very winnable matchup until they got everything. Okay, but hey, we're still going to be tied on prizes, right? They did play Crispin. No, this is actually a deck. This is just Armor Rouge Ho-Oh, but without the Ho-Oh, and now you have to play Spidops, which is much clunkier, and it requires so much more work. But the fact that I am still in this game is hilarious, and we just have a bosses, so they're going to item lock me one more time, and it's going to be glorious. And, you know, if I could have just gotten some Latinas, we'd be in a great position. Okay, they're going for the knockout. That's great. They're going for the Phantom Dive, so they're potentially going to lose this game because I have Clefairy in the deck. And I think I just knock out the Dragapult. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's Armor Rouge Ho-Oh without Ho-Oh and no Iron Hands and nothing really good anymore in the format. All right, this is totally fine. I don't think I can risk putting the Kangaskhan up front. That just seems like a really bad idea. I think I just go Clefairy or Regigigas or bust. Though, actually, no, I can't get Regigigas. I was going to say Clefairy, Regigigas or bust. I can't actually get Regigigas because I don't have enough energy on the board. That's so fun. And, oh, what? Oh my god. This is my first deck search, by the way. This is my first deck search. We prized Clefairy and Latias. We prized Clefairy and Latias. Not just one, we prized both. We prized Clefairy and Latias. And yep, there's that. So this is great. This is so much fun. We are having fun. Fun on the bun, as the kids would say. Oh man, there's just no hope, is there? All right, well, we're gonna put you up there. I guess it's just Kangaskhan and Hope. This is just a Kangaskhan and Hope, because they can't knock out the Kangaskhan. They can do a whole bunch of other things. And I can't really put the Tarantula into play either, because the Tarantula would just get knocked out. But at this point, what choice do I have? And yeah, like the Latinas, I would need Latias to retreat the Kangaskhan. That's just an easy win for them. I guess I just put that down. I don't. This is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. Unless we flip 3 heads. And of course not. We had every chance in the world to win this game. Then PDCGL said, no Latias, no Clefairy. I've already taken 2 prizes, by the way. So not only did we prize Clefairy and Latias, but we never got anything. So let me talk about the jinx for a second. FM Boss, today, just today, you think just today? Oh, right. So yeah, that's real GG territory there. Let's just concede that we're in the 1300s. Okay, we have entered the 1300s. It is the butter churn. I'm churning my butter in different ways nowadays. Oh, we're at 1391, which is even better. Oh man, and you have to pay to be my friend. Yeah, we have entered maybe we're gonna hit the 1200s. Maybe we will hit the 1200s. You never know. And Colt, thanks for the sub. Maybe now we'll have some good luck. All right, so we'll switch to the Carmine build after we lose this one, because we're going to lose this one. Yeah, it's going to be one of those streams. I'm putting the 3 best games. Oh my God. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Well, this isn't going to be one of them. I should have put how many losses am I going to get today? How many losses am I getting? Not how many wins am I going to get today. It's how many losses am I going to get? Oh, man. It's going to be one of those days. All right. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to put my opponent's name, because I know we're going to top deck Lilies. I know. Oh, it's Decky Dewey. So wait, that's actually good? Except for the fact that I don't have any fire types that can knock out a Decky Dewey, so that's really bad. So this is hilarious that wait, why'd they start the Rowlet and not the Badoo? Because I was looking for a fire type. I don't think there's a fire type. I think there's like Paldean Tauros, but that's for Crustal. I have the Chi Yu that can do 240. Oh no, we're in the 1300s. We're deep in the 1300s. We're gonna lose to a grass binder drop. Well, we have Latias. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is we have Latias. The bad news is we don't have anything else. All right. Well, I guess just attached to you, gust up I guess the Chikorita. This just at least stops them from doing something. And I'd just like to point out to everyone that it has been exactly 2 weeks since Perfect Order came out, and the game has been relatively broken for those 2 weeks. The Pokemon TCG... Oh, this is great. Oh, they literally just tweeted, because they have only done scheduled tweets. And they just tweeted, it's been 2 weeks since Perfect Order came out. What have you been enjoying? Oh, that's great. How did we get judged into a worse hand? This is insane that we just got judged into a worse hand. All right, so we just gotta believe in the heart of the cards here, everybody. Just believe in the heart of the cards and everything will be fine. We go for the Kangaskhan. What are they decky doing? They're decky doing everything wrong. They're decky doing your mom. I don't play Meowth because that would make more sense. All right, let's, that would make way too much sense to do that. So we'll go get the Kangaskhan, we'll draw 2. And okay, that's fine. I guess I mean, they could item lock me, so I guess I should be a little bit careful. So let's get the Tarantula. I didn't want to put any energy on the active because there was potential that they'd get the Decky Dewey, but this is just so tone deaf. The Perfect Order expansion has been available in Pokemon TCG Live for 2 full weeks. Oh, man. Okay, they have an Ogerpon, so we can knock that out with the Chi-Yu that I sent to the discard pile. PDCGL 2-week tweet. This is an absolutely tone-deaf tweet if I've ever seen one. So since Perfect Order came out, they have only done scheduled tweets. They haven't interacted once with the community about how broken PDCGL has been since Perfect Order came out. And this is their latest tweet. Notice the timestamp. It says 2 p.m. exactly. So these are all just scheduled tweets. These are not, you know, a person writing them. They are just scheduled. I mean, we still somehow don't have an attack. I can use Orichalcum in my pants, but that's all we can do right now. Actually, because I got rid of the Chi-Yu, which would have been super helpful because that does help me draw cards. But yeah, it's just an end turn. So what should the response be? So I was thinking the response should be PDCGL has been broken for the past 2 weeks, and this is the only update we get. PDCGL has been largely broken for those 2 weeks, and we haven't had a single update from the dev team. Will there be any fixes this month? So this is the this is the response that I'm going to send out. So PDCGL has been largely broken for those 2 weeks, and we haven't had a single update from the dev team. Well, I say dev team because they always say team. After 5 minutes of both of us doing nothing, there's no way I don't get everything off of this run errand. Actually, you know what? I can't take a chancey. We have to just thin everything out of the deck. I'll go get a Dewgong. We'll believe in the heart of the cards here. Okay? We're going to run errand. We're going to get our first real supporter. Oh my god. How can I still not play the game? This is embarrassing. I still can't even freaking play the game. Okay, well, Tarantula, I choose you, buddy. Tarantula, go take one for the team, bro. So I am officially in the 1300s. I went and got the Kangaskhan. I know, I should play Meowth, okay? I should put Meowth in the deck. But you think PDCGL would cooperate at some point? You think PDCGL would be like, I got you, bro. You know, I have this Chi-Yu. So this one is for Crustle and for all the fire decks. The reason you play this over Moltres is because Moltres doesn't do 110 to Crustle. So this is just here for the Crustle. And then it also, you know, knocks out Teal Mask Ogerpon, knocks out Meganium, knocks out a bunch of grass types. Because it does do 240. And this is really bad, but if I can just get an energy, because the other thing is, not only do I play 8 draw supporters, so 4 Lilies, 2 Iris, 2 Mortys, I also play 11 total energy, or actually 12 total energy, so there's 10 energy and 8 supporters in the deck. Oh god. Oh, I can't. Right? I can't put energy on the Kangaskhan because they'll just knock it out with the Ogre Pawn. Okay. Oh, gee, like I can't. I literally and figuratively cannot do this. Like I essentially just have to sacrifice the Kangaskhan and just let them have their way with me with the Teal Mask Ogre Pawn. Because the Regigigas knocks out the Ogre Pawn. I really thought they were going to take a knockout, so that's why I did all that. But one of these days, we're going to get a playable card. They're playing a Grass-type Binder drop. They're just like, wow, I feel really bad for this guy. Wow, this guy's having a tough time. He's in the 1300s. That's just absolute purgatory. Oh, they play Energy Search. Okay. They're playing a Grass deck with Energy Search. They're playing a Grass deck with Energy. This is how bad Dewgong is we're facing off against someone playing a Grass deck in the 1300s. Every single Grass Pokemon that's playable. No bug catching set. And let me guess, this is a knockout and I didn't do the math properly. But the thing is, I couldn't, right? I couldn't in good conscience go for the thingy thing because I would have sacrificed 3 energy just to take a single prize on a Rowlet. That does not behoove me greatly. And see, I'm a freaking genius. Trust Your Pilot is the freakingest of geniuses in the entire world. We got Morty's Conviction. This is great. There's no way we lose. See, all it takes is your opponent doing nothing for 7... All it takes is your opponent doing nothing for 7 turns, and you can win the game. That is how easy it is to win at Pokemon cards. Just your opponent does nothing, you win. How simple, how sweet and how simple it is. I think we're fully set up. I don't think there's any way we lose now. They don't have anyone... Oh, unless they play the stupid Genesect. Then we're screwed. If they play Genesect, we are absolutely screwed. But that's fine. We can't let the Koraidon get knocked out. That would be a bad thing. I want to... Okay, so we attach that one for sure. We attach that one for sure. And then I guess I take the Legacy off of... I mean, I don't think it really matters. I'm sure, you know, a high-level player like Tord will be like, yeah, oh, but Poily, you shouldn't have done that. You should have left the Legacy energy on the Latinas, because I like it when the Latinas have extra energy on them. I don't know why. I just... That's my Tord impression, apparently. Yeah, oh, and by the way, YouTube... Yeah, that's a very Norwegian accent. YouTube audience, fun fact, we prized the Cornerstone Masked Ogre Pawn against an Ogre Pawn deck that has a million abilities. Okay, so the whole point of this card is that it walls Team Rocket's Mewtwo, it walls the Ogre Pawn matchup, just basically wins you the game. So naturally, we prized it. Well, one of those 2 losses that you see on screen right that, well, you can't really see them because Area Zero is blocking it. But I have 2 losses so far, and guess what? I faced Dragapult in one of them. Not only did I prize Latias, I also prized Clefairy. BDCGL always prizes the cards you need, especially when you're playing a toolbox deck, and I'm not a huge fan of Mega Mawile. I tried to find just any good metal type that can one-shot like a Mega Frostlass, and there isn't any. Every single metal type that is semi-playable has a 2 metal attack cost. And also, this is for each prize card you have taken. I'd rather it be your opponent because this deck is going to go behind on prizes a lot. This deck is going to suck a huge butt. All right, let's go Prism Energy on the Latinas. If I bench... Oh, no, I can use Irises now. Okay, I was wondering, when can I use Iris? There we go. I didn't want to actually draw a card. I just wanted to get an energy in the discard pile. So again... If your opponent does nothing for 5 minutes, this deck is absolutely great. And is there any reason, I guess I do go into the Cornerstone Mask, because that makes sense. And if they bump the Area Zero, we're just absolutely fine. All right, so Legacy, Water, Water, and yeah, Demolish. So you're seeing how the deck is supposed to function, right? This is how the deck is supposed to function. You're supposed to get a Dewgong into play. You're not supposed to prize your second Dewgong and your only cornerstone mast. But this is how it's supposed to work. And yeah, I really wish that this was a metal and a colorless, but then I think it'd be too good. Yeah, now you see the vision. Oh, and fun fact, here's a ruling question. More energy search. They played energy search instead of bug catching set and no forest of vitality. Can you use Morty's Conviction if your opponent has 0 bench Pokemon? PDCGL does not allow you to use Morty's Conviction if your opponent has 0 bench Pokemon. And there's the Mega Meganium, which we kind of knew was going to happen. Uh-oh. Did I just lose this game? Did I just... Oh, they're going for the... Okay. He's not weak to Psychic, though. Or he's not weak to Grass. So that's fine. All right, well... How do I deal with a Mega Meganium? I honestly don't think I can. Right, because this does 320 or 400. So that'll go there. And Pokepad. I guess I just get rid of their Meganium because we know they don't got it like that. So we're down 1 bosses. We only have 1 bosses left. So I have to go get the Fez. We get rid of Tarantula and Tapu Koko because I might need them all while we go get the Fez. Let me guess, the other bosses. Okay, the other bosses is not prized. We're drawing 5 cards. We are drawing 5 cards, and we will win because we're drawing 5 cards. And I guess technically it makes more sense to Kangaskhan first in case I get a card that lets me thin the deck, such as Ultra Ball. And let's get rid of this and this. I mean, I guess technically we're going to probably need the Mega Mawile, but I have a Night Stretcher somewhere, right? I have a Night Stretcher. Yeah, we have 2 Night Stretchers. All right, here we go. Boss's orders. Knock out the Meganium, game is over. We got every supporter except bosses. We literally got every single supporter in my deck except for bosses. Okay, yeah, we just gotta... Good God. Okay, well, let's put that there. I can Morty's away the Terapagos, I guess. I don't know. Sure, let's get rid of this card. Get that out of there. And yeah, we'll just put 3 water on the Kangaskhan. And I think I win no matter what because they're not gonna play Wally's Compassion. Right? They're not gonna play Wally's Compassion in this deck. I guess I should have put the Legacy. Yeah, sure, let's just put the... Well, who cares? Right? Who cares? We're gonna lose to a freaking Grass Binder drop deck because this deck is so trash. There's no good fire type. There's no iron hands anymore. There's no Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh was great because remember that Ho-Oh just does 160. So Ho-Oh is your fire type attacker that could do 320 through weakness. And you know, you could buff that with like Defiance Band and stuff. All right, well, we do win the game. Right? Even if they Decky Dewey knock out my Kangaskhan, we're still fine. But this is how bad Dewgong is that my opponent did nothing for the first 5 minutes. I cut out that start of the video because you missed absolutely nothing. But this is how bad it is that I had to have them do nothing, play a grass deck with no Forest of Vitality and no bug catching set. They found friends, which is something nobody watching this video has because, I mean, we're all PDCGL players. But I barely managed to win this game. Because there's just not enough good options anymore. The problem is that we lost Iron Hands, we lost the Armarouge, so fire is a great weakness to hit for, but there's no really good fire type attackers, which is a huge problem. I will switch builds, we'll play a different build of this deck, we'll flip-flop between the 1300s and 1400s, but if you hate happiness and you enjoy losing and getting beaten off by other people, I absolutely recommend Dewgong. All right. Q-Tot, I think it started at like 2600, or no, we'll start at like the 30-minute mark with, what do I call it, just Grass Box? I guess I just call it Grass Box. More like ass box. That all right. So Spied Ops build start at me 1750-ish. All right. Spindrift, unfortunately, the way this deck works is that you don't want to have to worry about the double. So, like, yes, obviously I can make it work. I'm making it work with Mega Mawile. So yeah, I could probably make it work. As you saw, it's kind of easy to keep Prism Energies in the deck. But the way this archetype works is that you just have a one type, right? You have a fighting in 2 colorless, you have a psychic in 1 colorless, you have a water in 2 colorless, you have a lightning in 1 colorless. I mean, technically a grass in a colorless, a fire in a colorless. That's how it's supposed to work. You don't want to just have a Reshiram that's completely useless. All right, let's switch to the Carmine build. So this is a go first. So yeah, there's Reshiram, there's Zekrom, but the whole point of this archetype is that you're not supposed to have more than 1 color attack cost. Bid you good day. It seems like champions learned from live and that it doesn't work. Okay, we're going first, and we're not going to get Immorties. I can guarantee you that much. If anyone notices patch notes on the forums, please let me know, because they always release patch notes on Thursdays. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We got 2 Lilies instead of 2 Carmine. Bid you good day. Go on the internet. Go on the internet for 5 seconds, and everyone will tell you how bad Champions is. But that was all the funny thing. Like, Frosted Caribou has a massive tweet replying to someone about how bad Champions is, and it's just a logo of TCG Live, which is really funny. Oh, God. Okay, I know this is the Carmine build, but I don't think this is how we should go about it. I think I just put the Cornerstone Mask into play. I put the Tarantula into play. Oh, but I want to so badly. Because if I get a seal, I have 8 ways to get a seal. I'm not going to be able to play my items next turn anyway. So believe it or not, I think this is the correct play. I think using Carmine in this situation... Okay, it was the correct play. To be fair, that was the correct play in that situation, because I'm going to be item locked. They're going to attach a telepathic. I'm going to be item locked. They're going to get 2 more basics. They're going to win everything. But that was the correct play in that specific situation. And the reason I say that is because I have 4 Pokepad and 4 Ultra Ball. And Tricky Bot, thank you. Thank you for my win-loss bot. So we should be at like 1,400 now. I didn't check. We are item locked, and then let me guess. We're going to top deck a Pokepad. Oh, it's a Night Stretcher, which would have got me my my Spied Ops back. All right, so in this matchup, I think I just attached to the Kangaskhan. The Mega Mawile is important, but I don't think I should put it down. I mean, I guess. Right? Because this is how I knock out Mega Diancie. Because I can use Huge Bite. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, no, we can still run errands. We can still run an errand. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God, we're just never gonna find a seal, are we? Just never gonna find a seal. And yeah, so this is the Carmine Volbeat build. Why do you think I have Volbeat in the deck? Because you can get basics, because this deck always struggles to find basics. So you play Carmine turn 1, you get Latinas and Volbeat, you do all the things, you get your seal and your Spied Ops. It's a perfect combo because you can use Volbeat turn 1. It's the best bencher in the standard format if you pair it with Carmine. This game is great. But yeah, this should be a fine matchup because they can't knock out my Kangaskhan, and I just need to attach the Prism Energy and we'll be fine. Oh, so you don't get the Badoo item lock animation. Furlish doesn't get its own animation for item lock. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Frillish doesn't get its own item lock animation. Okay, so I'm gonna have no recovery, but I think that's fine. We just go Prism Energy on the Kangaskhan, because because they could knock me out. Whatever. Whatever. They're not gonna do it. They don't have a Psychic Energy on the Diancie. What are they gonna do? Win the game? Alright, we're totally fine now. We have won the game. The game is over. We finally have a seal. I'll put the Fez... Okay, if I put the Fez down... Yeah, that's fine. If I put the Fez down, I can bump the Chi-Yu and the Mega Mawile or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Probably bump the Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon, to be completely honest. Because I want to win with the Mawile. Like, I know, Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon does not get damaged by Mega Diancie. I understand that. But it's funnier to use Huge Bite to take the knockout on the Mega Diancie. So the reason you play Mega Mawile is for Mega Frostlass and Mega Diancie and, Clefairy's in there as well. Huge Bite, it doesn't really hit any relevant numbers. Now that Goldengo's not in the format, 260 is not really a relevant number. Right, you think about all the Pokemon that are around that number, like Raging Bolt has 240, so that's knocked out, whatever. But Cerulege EX has 270, our Chaladon EX has 300. The Stage 2s all have over 300. Kangaskhan has 300. Mega Absol has 280. It's a good closer, but it's for each prize card you have taken. Right? It's not they have taken, so you have to be doing good. And this deck does not do good. So I think Durant EX is better in that situation because, there's a lot more, I think, relevant Grassweed Pokemon. Because which are you more likely to see? Mega Frostlass and Mega Diancie or Grimmsnarl and Mega Zygarde? Unfortunately for you, I have won the game because I'm about to gobble... Oh, I can't gobble you down. I do want to gobble you down, but the game won't let me. Well, that's a pretty easy bosses. Actually, no, we'll run Aaron first. I was going to say, that's a pretty easy bosses. And there's some Latinas. So have they not done anything this game? Well, they had Naveen, they had Unfair Snap. I don't feel bad. You're not going to be featured in the YouTube video because I'm not a mean person. I'm not a mean girl. I'm not Rachel McAdams, who was like 28 years old when that movie came out, playing a 16-year-old or whatever. But yeah, we'll go Retreat into the Cornerstone Mask. I will not put this in the YouTube video just because it is it's kind of meh. Kind of a meh. And yeah, bid you good day. I told you, yeah, just look up Pokemon Champions. Go to Eurogamer. Eurogamer has an article. And Tricky Bot, I know. I'm facetious like that. All right, let's get rid of Chi-Yu, Tarantula, Kangaskhan, and there we go. You're going to knock out my Spot-Ups? Yeah, so I was thinking, maybe I should put the Reshiram in. But it's just, I'm trying to... It's just so tough, right? You have to put some people in there. Oh, baby. Right, like, I do kind of want to do that. It's just, you have to make some concessions at some point. Like, Mega Mawile, oh, I made an oopsie. I made an oopsie. I have cost myself the game because I got rid of the Kangaskhan. I've made an oopsie in my pants because I was too busy trying to think. That's what happens when I try to think at the same time. Yeah, I mean, there's Zekrom. It's so tough, right? It's just so tough to make the decision to be like, okay, I am 100% going to be playing Reshiram and Zekrom. It's two. You need to have 2 Prism Energy. You need to keep your Legacy Energy. Right? I'm just so... it's something in me needs to break, right? I need to break. I focus so much on trying to get the deck to work. All right, well, I How have I only seen... Wait, I've only seen 3 energy this entire game? How is that even possible? I have 20 cards left and... How have I only seen 3? There's 11 energy in the... There's 12 energy in the deck. Sorry, there's 7 water, 4 prism, 1 legacy. How have I only seen all of my supporters and 3 energy? So almost half of my deck is energy? Assuming, you know, these 4 aren't prizes. All right, Judy Garland Ray. All right, so Tricky Bot, I will take viewer suggestions. Thank you. I will take viewer suggestions after this. You know, we'll try to crowdsource this deck. So actually, no, maybe in the last hour of the stream, we'll do it. We'll get through all my terrible ideas with like Audino and stuff. Well, like I guess a Meowth should be in here. But look at how little space I have. Look at how little space I have for just like supporters and trainers and energy. Because you have to play you have to play Volbeat to get a start, which will never happen. Chi-Yu for, you know, grass types and to get rid of a stadium to protect yourself. This snipes the bench. I hate this card. Tapu Koko, that's for Mega Starmie. That gives you free retreat. You know, that's for Lucario and Dragapult. Of course, I'm never going to face that. This is just a great card for lots of matchups. This guy's for Mega Kangaskhan. Pheasantipity, you know, Mawile. It's just, you have such little space. Like, you want to, and then this guy, Walls, this just beats Raging Bolt, right? You just get 3 energy on this thing, and Crown Opal beats Raging Bolt. It's just so difficult to be like, okay, I need these cards for this matchup. Oh, wait, I'm facing this matchup, but I don't have these cards because I didn't have space. Bid you good day. That's a terrible idea. So go for it. You know, you shouldn't ask. I'm the dude out here disguised as another dude playing another dude. I'm playing freaking Dewgong Toolbox. You're gonna take advice from me? And Tricky Bot, hey, you're smarter than me. You know about Reshiram. Oh my, no! Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We got the dream. We have the dream. We're gonna lose one of our night stretchers. This is Okie Dokie. Uh-oh. Well, hang on. We have 11. Okay. I'm going for it. Yes. Oh my God. I am the smartest player in the world. I was wishy-washy about whether I should take the mulligan because this was absolutely a Carmine hand, and then we get a legacy energy because, of course. All right, so Tarantula, legacy energy. I think we put the Latinas down because that doesn't get knocked out. And then Quick Sign, the dream, the absolute dream team here. We go for Seal. And then I think I go for... Yeah, we don't go for Kangaskhan. We don't want anyone weak to fighting. And then just Ogerpon, right? Because how do they win if I have Ogerpon? So maybe I shouldn't have put all these other things into play. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So with Legacy Energy, they can't win the game because Ursa Luna has an ability. Okidogi has an ability. If they have Mega Zygarde, that could do it. So I do regret this because I want this to be a competitive game. So I win this matchup. If I do nothing else for the rest of the game... Oh, that was their... This was their out. They discarded their out to win the game. So I was very concerned because this deck is designed... You want to have a turn 1 Volbeat. Quick Sign is great. I think we're undervaluing Call for Family people, especially in a Badoo world without Nestball. We're undervaluing things like Volbeat. If you're playing a Carmine deck, what the hell is this hand? what the crap is this hand? All right, well, if we can just get an Ultra Ball and a Water Energy in hand and a Dewgong, we'll be fine. We did not get any of those things. We did not get the Water Energy. We got everything else. So in this situation, I do I guess I just retreat because I don't want to lose the legacy energy. Because now they can knock out anybody they want and it doesn't matter. Yeah, more like don't gong, am I right? And then I end turn. That's what I was thinking. I still think Volbeat is the best one. Because yes, there's the Chatot that puts 3 bench Pokemon into play, which is really good. But remember, we don't have Nest Ball. Badoo is everywhere. And I think it's worth it to sacrifice the extra 1. Because how many situations are you going to find yourself in where you're like, oh man, I really needed to have 3 bench Pokemon instead of 2? I think it's better to go, hey, if I ever start the game, right? They win the coin flip, they tell me to go first. I think it's better to have Volbeat. Because if you start Volbeat, your turn 1 is perfect, right? You get everything. You basically get a double Nest Ball if you start Volbeat. So I am firmly on Team Volbeat, especially if you have a Latias EX in the deck and, you know, more than like 2 energy. But I think they're about to realize they can't win the game because they have already played their supporter. Everyone in their deck has an ability. The only way they can win is if I lose. Are they retreating? Retreating is the worst thing you can do right now. Okay, so yeah, they have the Solrock. So the way that I win this game now is just by not losing. So they know what they're doing. What the hell is this crap? We have to put you into play. Area 0 underpants. I will play with my balls because we want to get rid of all of these. I want to go get the Spidops. We do have Clefairy, and I have Legacy Energy and stuff, so we should be totally fine. We did prize 2 water, which would explain why I haven't found anything. And Carmine. There we go. Still no energy in the discard pile. Okay, so yeah, this guy will be important, I think, at some point. It's still a bit of a sketchy matchup because if they had kept the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon and attached to the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, then they were just able to hit into me with Cornerstone and then clean it up with Solrock or vice versa. Because unless they're playing Counter Gain, they can't get this powered up in 1 turn. They have 1 Barbaracle and an attachment. Okidogi doesn't play Energy Switch for good reason because you're not going to switch energy because you use Prism Energy on the Monkey Dory. I don't think they can take the knockout unless they play Zygarde or something. If they have Mega Zygarde, I'm in a bit of trouble. But as long as I'm not an idiot, we'll be totally fine. And I'm always going to be threatening a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon bosses on Tatsugiri and I guess Monkey Dory or Lunatone. Because remember, it's 100 to the active, 120 to the bench. So I'm always threatening a snipe attack. And I don't think they realize that also has an ability. You say Solrock Max Belt and they play with their PP? Well, unfortunately, bears don't play with their PP. So this deck doesn't have Premium Power Pro because reasons. And it's so funny how much I've been using Latias in the last couple of decks. You know, we played, what was it that we played? Hops Trevenant, where this was actually a good attacker. And, you know, they're weak to Psychic. I have... Wait, if I can put 3 Team Rocket's Pokemon, I can knock out the Ursaluna with Rocket Rush. Because what I can do is I can move a Legacy Energy to the Spidops. That's the only way the Spidops can attack is with Legacy Energy. Because remember, Prism Energy only works on basics. So if I move the Prism Energy to Spidops, it's just a colorless energy and it's a dead card. I think they're realizing that they can't win because they played Lilies as well. I got to give them a thumbs up here. So the thing is you look at my board position. We have Kangaskhan. I would have probably had to put that into play at some point to draw cards. I would have had to put Clefairy into play for sure at some point, and they could have just prioritized Monkey Dory. That would have been a huge problem because they can do 170 and then clean it up with Monkey Dory or clean it up with Ursaluna. So this is a matchup that you lose unless you have Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon. So this is just a very important card in the deck, and you cannot cut it. And there's the bosses. I guess we just... Oh, geez. Yeah, let's go Spidops. Attach that there. I guess I put the wellspring. No, I don't want to use the Carmine this early, right? So if I bosses, who am I bossing? I guess I'm bossing the Barbarical, because that makes the most sense, because this is the only way they can get like a Cornerstone Mastodopon powered up. They were gonna let me down. Well, I don't think, even if my opponent could read, they still don't really have a chance. They would have to boss every single turn, which the deck does have 3 copies or 4 copies of, depending on which of my lists they're playing. And this is Dewgong box. Dewgong box. There's a Dong in my box. Yeah, I guess attacking with Solrock is a good idea, but they have to 3-shot me. 3-shotting a Cornerstone Mastodopon with a Legacy energy on it is no bueno. So we're going to have to... This is called Dong box. All right, YouTube audience, if you agree that this should be called Dong box, just type in the comments, I agree, this should be called Dong box, and I want to have a Dong in my box. All right, they figured it out. They figured it out. Are they going to knock out... Who are they going to knock out? Are they just going to Solrock my Volbeat? Because eventually they have to deal with the Cornerstone. Yeah, they have to deal with this guy eventually. All right, so I have Chi Yu. How does Trust Your Pilot go about doing this? I should probably get another seal just to be safe. Just to practice safe Dongan box action. Hot Dongan box action. Bid you good day. This is a family-friendly stream, so you're not allowed to say any bad words unless you're subbed, so I have to get rid of you for a few seconds. All right, this is a situation where I attach to you. I can't really risk anything, right? But I'm going to lose the Cornerstone Mastodopon. So maybe I just go for Chi Yu. I think this is a Chi Yu situation where I retreat into the Chi Yu. I put Prism Energy on you. We take the Water Energy to you. And then I get rid of the Stadium. Yeah, so I think that's a good plan. Because there is a way this goes south. You know, the more prizes I can take with things that are not named Ogerpon, the better. Because now they need Solrock Boss's energy. Right? They need Solrock Boss's energy. It's 1 naughty word a month. 1 naughty word a month. And TrickyBot, this just gives you free retreat because you can't get enough energy going. You can't get it up because let's say you put all 3 energy on your Ogerpon. All 3 of your energy in play is on the Ogerpon. They knock out the Ogerpon. You have to get it back with Spidops. So it all runs together. It's all symbiotic, like Venom and Peter Parker. Hands is a very naughty word. Unless you use those hands to lotion your feet, it's a very naughty word. But I do feel like I need to make it very clear. If I did not have Cornerstone Mastodopon, we would have lost this game about 20 years ago. So if I get bosses, we'll be fine. That is not bosses, so I can get Fez. If I go for Fez, you're weak to Psychic. If I go for Fez, oh geez, yeah, I guess it's a Fez and Skibidi time. Or do I get... No, I guess I go this guy into play. Ultra Ball. I have a plan. I have a plan because I can't go and get Fez and use Area 0 in the same turn, so I want to get rid of this guy. Terapagos also wins me the game. Then we go for Carmine. We didn't get an Area 0. Do I have any? I have 2 in the deck somewhere. All right. So my choices are kind of limited right now. I think I have to take the knockout with the Latinas. And then I don't know how I win the game from there. I guess it's just retreat and hope. I guess. We go 1, 2, 1, done. Because they actually can't knock it out, right? They can't, I don't think they can knock it out this turn. Right? How are they supposed to knock it out this turn? And Hardwood, the reason you don't go for the snipe on anybody is because I can't knock out the Ursaluna and they have Monkey Dory, so they could go double Monkey Dory and screw me over. Additionally, you have to shuffle all the energy back into your deck. So I would lose all of that. So this is a good card, don't get me wrong, in certain situations, but this situation is not one of them. But YouTube audience, I feel I have to be very, very explicit here and, you know, show you my feet, but you got to pay for that on my OF, my Obsidian Flames. This would have been a massive loss to a deck that I won a ton of games with. Oh, okay, that's fine. Unless you have bosses, that's a terrible decision. That's a great decision if you have bosses. You should have 3. You should have 3 bosses. Where are all your bosses? There we go. But unfortunately for them, I'm a bosses away from winning the game because I can just go Tatsudiri. So they were able to get through the cornerstone, but look what it cost. It cost them everything. It cost them legacy energy. I'm literally my final bosses away from winning. And even if I don't get my bosses, I still win the game because I can Fez snipe as well. All right, let's just get everything out of the deck. Never mind. Let's get everything out of the deck. Oh, never mind. So in this situation, I'm going to keep the Night Stretcher. I'm just going to Fez, right? We don't need the bosses this turn to win. Damn it. I thought reverse psychology would win it for me. All right, let's go. Oh, I don't have any energy. Ah, this deck is fun. Okay, so let's play with our balls. Get rid of that and that. We will go. Yeah, let's just get everybody. Let's have a party here. Let's just have a fun. Let's have a all-night party. We're gonna have an all-night party here. We're gonna put you there. We're gonna put that there. Unless they were see-through. My patented see-through socks. All right, and then we got the bosses. We got the Prism energy, which is great. So I think that's guaranteed game. I don't think there's any way I can lose now. Actually, let's be funny. Let's be funny. Let's be funny because we can. All right? We're going to be funny because we can, because I'm a jerk face. And this is another fun little thing you can do with this deck that nobody ever expects, is you can Crown Opal. So you can use Crown Opal, make yourself immune to basic attacks. Like I said, this is not great, but it is funny that you can Cornerstone Master Ogrepon, you can wall basics, they conceded. I had bosses on their Tatsudiri and then sniped the Lunatone, and they just had no answer. I could have used Night Stretcher for my Cornerstone. So there's like 2 really good matchups. So against 10% of the meta, this deck is great if everything goes right. But if you prize your one card you need for that matchup, how was Latias the MVP? But if you prize the one card you need for that matchup, this deck just absolutely collapses like a Jenga tower. So clearly the Carmine build is the best one. Best build is Carmine. There's changes you could make, but we're 3-2. And if you haven't noticed, if I ignore chat for a little bit, that's because, you know, I'm narrating. Like when I know it's going to be a YouTube game, I lock in a little bit. So if I'm ever ignoring chat, that's just because I'm, you know, narrating and focusing on the YouTube video. So if you ever type something that you think is important, you can just repeat it when the game is over. Oh my God, this is like the exact same start we had last time. This is amazing. Okay. So this is a bit of a rough one. So I can definitely win this matchup. It's just not the easiest thing. I'm giving you attention, but you have to remember, there's 64 people here right now. If I upload this video within the first 24 hours, it'll get about 6,000 views. So you're literally the 1%, and not in the good way. And Jagbomb, congratulations. Dracloaker to Dunsparce? Neither. Vibes, Lena. Vibes. This is literally the exact same start I had last time. There's no way this is Honchkrow, right? If this is Honchkrow, we're just absolutely screwed. I cannot win against Honchkrow. But this is amazing. Okay, so we go Legacy Energy on you. Tarantula down. Quick Sign. They have no way of affecting my hand because I haven't taken a knockout. The problem here is, what are we facing? I have no idea what we're facing. It could be either Honchkrow or Mewtwo. I saw Spidops. I saw Spidops. So we just go get Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon, and I think that's game. Because the only way they can win this game, again, this guy has been nuts. This guy has been absolutely nuts. Terapagos is also going to be very important. And Lena Vibes left me with 1 energy the whole game. Well, you watch my Salazzle video, you know you don't need card draw. But I do think, yeah, Dracloak is probably the best. I didn't put the Dragapult list for whatever reason. I think I just ran out of space. I didn't put the Dragapult list for Salazzle in the video. And I'm not really sure why I didn't. I should have, because I think someone asked for it, so I definitely should have done that, but I didn't because I'm a. How the hell do we have all of our special energy? Lena, I can't because I deleted it. I wish I could, but I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I deleted it. I got it. I got that garbage out of there. So this is very strange. I mean, do I just I can't retreat. I guess I could retreat into the Latias. Oh, this is so awkward. I have to retreat into the Latias. No, yes? Yes. Yes? Or I can go get a Fez. I can go get a Fez and assume they're taking the knockout. But even that's not a guarantee. All right, I'm taking a chance. I'm taking the biggest chancey ever. This is not the smart thing you should be doing here. This is the dumb thing. But this is what PDCGL forces me to do. I probably should have bossed the Mewtwo, but I'm banking on the fact that they do not have a Team Rocket's energy, or if they do, they don't see it. No, Mr. Darkseid, this is how they deal with Ogerpon. You just attach 2 Team Rocket's energy to your Mimikyu, and then you hit into my Ogerpon twice, and that's it. So again, I took a huge risk here because, you know, I should have probably, they've already lost the game. They've already lost the game. They needed to attach Team Rocket's energy to the Mimikyu. So we're just facing like our auto wins. And then I also have Terapagos ready and waiting when they realize that this is their only out to win the game. And I gotta give you a thumbs up, unless you play Repel. Because I faced this matchup earlier and I forgot about Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon because I was playing like 7 different versions at one time. The only way they can beat you off is with Team Rocket's Mimikyu, or, you know, gusting around it. But as long as I'm not an idiot, we'll be fine. And I'd like to point out that we have 4 of our 5 special energy, no water, no supporters, but we would have lost that game if not for Volbeat. Volbeat should be the MVP, but it was Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon. Volbeat is the best. No one's playing Team Rocket's Kangaskhan because nobody believes in the heart of the cards. All right, so I'll include that in there. I know. Like, it's not a good card, but it is a card. And Leah, I don't do matchups with YouTube viewers because they smell bad. Let's play one. You know, I'm having fun. And yeah, so yeah, let me answer Otaku-chan. I'm trying to do some weeb stuff. Ooh, is that what weebs do? So what kind of deck do I recommend? I have a video that I just posted last week or 3 weeks ago about the starter decks. and how to upgrade them, and I have a starter guide. So there's everything you need to know. Mega Lucario is the best starter deck. It's the easiest one to upgrade, best to play. So start out with Mega Lucario, watch the video on how to upgrade it, and then go to Venusaur afterwards. Oh, this is... They decided to go first, so I think we just put up the Chi-Yu, and I really need to put Meowth in here. So we shall... Oh, no, we'll put Meowth in here. So yeah, Lucario, I literally answer those exact questions. And where do you find it? You go to the YouTube channel. You go to Trust Your Pilot's YouTube channel. You hit the subscribe button. You click the notification bell. And then you go to the Discord and you send me feet pics. That's what you do. Do they seriously have a hero's cape on a teal masked Ogerpon? I'm not saying that my opponent's a crazy person, but they do have a hero's cape on a teal masked Ogerpon, and I mean, technically that is the correct call here. So let's go Pokepad for... I mean, we don't want Volbeat. I guess we just want Regigigas. And I unfortunately have to just allure them with my bare feet. Oh, yes, my bare feet. Don't call me a... Wait, don't call me a Oki. Don't call me an Ursaluna, because I don't have bare feet. Or I do have bare feet. Damn it. So the whole point of putting this Chi-Yu in the deck... TrickyBot, ew, don't be gross. Feet pics, the only long appendages I want to see are your toes, TrickyBot. Jeez, don't be weird. But the only reason the Chi-Yu is in this deck is so I can deal with Ogerpon. And I think I'm 4-2, actually. I think I'm 4-2 with 1440. So, you know, we're starting to figure out the Dewgong deck. I think, unfortunately, you have to play Meowth. I know I'll start it in the first game I put it into play. They gave me a golden shower. I don't have a way of knocking them out, which is unfortunate. All right, so let's go. I mean, I have Terapagos. I have Cornerstone Mask. We have all the things. We have all the things we need. Ooh, okay, so let's go Ogerpon. I will... Yeah, we'll have to get rid of this and this. We do get kind of screwed over by PDCGL hating my face right now. Ooh, that's a lot of cards that aren't what I want. Hey, there's a lot of cards that I don't want. All right, let's go and get nothing we need. Ooh, that's actually really good. Okay, so we have a water in there. Let's go attach to you. I will play with my balls. We'll get rid of... Unfortunately, I guess Tarantula and Water Energy. I'll go for Latias. We get Latias. And that goes there. We retreat into you. Hopefully that'll buy me a turn. And we just spread the energy around like their cheeks. Actually, I don't have a Dewgong. I shouldn't have done that. And then we just... I guess I just attach the Prism Energy, because they're not threatening a Mega Meganium right now. I do have to find a Dewgong, though. And that could prove to be quite difficult. I'm 4-2. I'm 6-9. They have a Rabska. And Necro, yeah, after all the bad talk, because I talked really bad about this in the intro, because as you all know, I film the intros to the videos before I go live. And they got the bosses. Going for the Spidops. Oh, they're going for the Reggie. That's perfect. Yeah, go for the Reggie. And you don't even take the knockout. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, like some nice toes. Okay, well, that's less beautiful. Okay. I mean, I guess I just retreat and make them suck my butt. Press 1 if get your butt sucked seems good. But I think this is the 4th game in a row. It's like the 4th game in a row where Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon has been the only reason I'm going to win. So is it worth playing Team Rocket's Mimikyu? I don't know. It's good. It has free retreat. It's good. But it only has 60 hit points, and that's just kind of like a game-losing card against Dragapult. Because in your head, you're like, oh my god, if I put Lily's Clefairy into play and I have Team Rocket's Mimikyu, it's the perfect combo because then I can knock out Dragapult with a single prizer. What you're forgetting about is that Dragapult will bosses your Clefairy, do 200 damage to it, put 6 damage counters on the Mimikyu, and take a 3-prize turn, and you will never play that combo again because Dragapult always has it like that. No, I'm still playing. Technically, yes, I am still playing Marvel Snap. And they have currently bench locked themselves. They have no non-ability attackers. Mega Meganium is their only way of doing this. So what I can't do, fun fact, put Bravery Charm on Clefairy. That's another card we don't have anymore. Okay. I guess they're sacrificing their Rabska. Smart idea in theory, but my best theory, as Jimmy Eat World always says, my best theory is of a dead man. How am I? This is insane. I'm getting all of my Prism energy all of the time. All right, so I think it has to be a bosses on the Ivysaur. As much as I honestly don't want to do anything right now, being able to boss the Ivysaur should buy me the time that I need here. Because if I just get a Dewgong, that's it. Just give me a Dewgong, I can win the game. Mega Meganium is about the only way that they can win. So a Mega Meganium becomes a huge problem later on here. But this guy is not a problem. And I really should have prioritized the Dewgong, but when you play 4 Pokepad and 4 Ultra Ball and 4 Lilies and, oh, they bench locked themselves again. So either they don't have Mega Meganium or they don't see they're out. But it's very important I do not put Area 0 down, because what will happen is if I put Area 0 down, they have 3 Terras. They'll expand the bench, and then they'll bench a They'll bench a Chick-fil-A. And, I mean, you got to be out of bosses at some point, right? Oh, that's me. You playing the Corbo bosses like a nerd. This is the second time. This is the second time they've done that. All right, so do not be a bad pilot and do not do that. Do not be a bad pilot. Do not be bad. Do not put the areas, do not be tempted by the dark side. Ben, what is the basic idea? Have every attacker of every type imaginable and hope you get the right matchups. That's the strategy. The actual strategy is this is just Ho-Oh Armor Rouge, but much worse. That is the whole strategy. We'll be switching to an Audino build after this. But the Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon has just been nothing can go wrong. But if you watched my video last year playing Ho-Oh Armor Rouge, it had all the pieces it needed. It just, for some reason, never actually worked, and I could never really figure out why. All right, I think maybe now is the time, but I don't really have anything I can do. Like, who do I got in there? I have to use the Night Stretcher to get back my Fez that they're probably going to knock out. I don't really have anything. I just have to take the knockout and hope. And Ben, and you're saying in those 2 weeks you haven't watched every single video I've posted? Well, yeah, the Raps is kind of useless in this matchup unless I, put some damage somewhere. And the draw engine here is Kangaskhan and Fezandipity. So you're supposed to have Kangaskhan in the active and then Fezandipity to draw you cards. I have Night Stretcher for the Chi-Yu, so I can take a knockout. I only have 2 bosses in the deck, so that's a bit low. And Leah, you took Armor Rouge to Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. It was such a weird deck. It has all the pieces. You can play every type of Pokemon. You get energy acceleration. You can move all that energy around. But it just never worked. You had Iron Hands to beat off single prizers. You had, Wellspring Masked Ogerpon. You had Bravery Charm to make your basics even beefier. The deck doesn't work. And the only reason I'm winning these games is because of this guy. We got our first Dewgong. Nobody panicked. We got our first Dewgong. Okay, so I don't have a bosses. I think this is just a Chi-Yu situation, right? We just take the knockout. We make them hate life. We go, I Chi-Use you. We know for a fact they're going to bump my stadium. So I know for an absolute fact they will bump my stadium. In that situation, who do I get rid of? Do I get rid of the Regigigas? So if I do that and that, we go ground melt. Oh no, I'm bumping my stadium. I'm bumping my stadium. You know what? I think I'm fully set up. I'm fully set up. I'm going to get rid of the Fez. We're going to live on the edge here. We're going to be like Lady Gaga. We're going to live on the edge of glory. We're going to be like Lady Gaga in Joker 2, which I haven't seen. We're going to live on the edge of a glory hole here. And yeah, 2 wins drop, and it was just so bad. But yeah, Tricky Bot, I think getting rid of Latias would have been the correct call there. But getting rid of the Fez at least denies a prize. Like, if they had Genesect, the Genesect that snipes your bench, at least I would have gotten rid of that. Right? That would have been at least something. You know, it would have prevented them from a spicy Genesect, but it doesn't seem like they have too much spice. You know, they're not a spice girl. You know, they're not Sporty Spice. But how do I win this game? Oh, I can just kind of win the game very soon. And Blaze, ironically, your name is Blaze. You're going to get burned by a Chi-Yu. So I stand by this decision. I originally had Moltres, because Moltres is just such an amazing card, one-shotting every Ogerpon in the world. But this is for the Crustal matchup. I also took out Team Rocket's Articuno, because that can do 60 damage very easily. But the problem with Team Rocket's Articuno is that it's only good for the one matchup. This guy is good, just it does 120. So it knocks out a Monkey Dory. It knocks out a Teal Mask Ogerpon. It knocks out a Meganium. It knocks out, you know, just like single prizers. It gets rid of your area 0, so you can use it offensively and defensively as well. So I think this card is just kind of perfect. This card is everything this deck wants. It just wishes it was a little bit stronger. You know, it wishes the Golden Shower was a little bit stronger. It is your time, Reggie. It is your time to shine. We have arrived, Regigigas. All right, do I have a Spidops? I should have a Spidops somewhere, right? We got a Spidops somewhere. And then there's all the area 0. All right, so there's no way they can win. We'll put an air balloon there. And I am confident that I can win this game. Because if they go Mega Meganium, KO the Gigas, we're fine. So I'm just going to thin the deck as much as possible. And just get rid of all of my basic water, because we want to keep the 2 Prism. Keeping the Prisms is very important, because remember, Spidops can only accelerate regular basic energy. It can only accelerate regular basic energy, so you want to keep the Prisms. You also want to keep the Prisms for Mega Mawile, assuming I have it in the deck. And we've kind of put them in a checkmate situation, because if they go for the Dewgong, I have Regigigas bosses. If they knock out the Ogerpon, I have Regigigas bosses. If they go for anybody, I have Regigigas bosses. If they knock out the Regigigas, I have Spidops, Ogerpon, Dewgong bosses. Knockout on the Bulbasaur. So after I beat them off, they're going to be Bulbasaur. What's my water attacker? Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Which, I mean, what fire type decks are out there? Right? If you're wondering, like, oh, what fire type attackers are out there? There's Ceruledge. Well, this guy knocks out Ceruledge, right? So Regigigas is your Ceruledge counter, and you're just not really worried about that. And Blaziken, well, in that matchup, you just win, right? Because you don't care, and then I'll give them the bosses, because this gives them a chance. So this is all about etiquette. This is all about etiquette. By bossing first, I have shown them I have the board state to win. It's just going to take me, 20 to 30 seconds to do all the moves. I'm assuming they can... never mind. I'm literally launching the game-winning move. Oh, no, never mind. We win no matter what, because they have 0 cards in deck. But what do I do? Do I just wait? Do I just... Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, why is everything still floating? Why is everything still floating? I can't click on any... I can't click... PDCGL, please, no. Please, I had game. I was launching the game-winning attack. I was talking about etiquette. PDCGO, please. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? Do I just wait and hope? PDC. So what should the title of this YouTube short be? PDCGL. PDCGL is a well-made game, or I had game, then PDCGL decided no. I had game, then PDCGL decided no. Yeah, the timer's gone. Yeah, they've only had 4 years. We're counting this as a win, okay? We count this as a win, but okay, first off, press 1 if this is a win. Press 2 if this is luck, because I was just about to launch the attack and win. I'm guessing what happened is they conceded as I was accelerating the energy and PDCGL just broke. And Waffles, thank you. Thank you. So that's a win. My ranking will go down even though I won. And Emmanuel, thank you. So, yeah, why no Mimikyu? I mean, you don't, again, I talked about it with Dragapult, is you don't really want the Mimikyu because they'll just bosses your Clefairy and then take a 3-prize turn. Right? You don't need Team Rocket's Mimikyu for Dragapult because you have Regigigas. Regigigas is your Terra counter. So does this mean they're doing maintenance? Like, are they adding, is that what the problem is they added a maintenance message and that broke the game? Nope, still no maintenance message. I have been here for 5 minutes. All right, but yeah, if anybody has an idea for a title for this YouTube short, please let me know, and then I'll just say I waited 5 minutes and everything stayed the same. I had to force quit, and it counted as a loss because hashtag PDCGL is a well-made game. All right. So I think that wait, what was their name? I can't remember what their name was. So it was Blaze. I guess, yeah, I guess I put this in the video. So we'll cut out, well, actually, we'll cut out the weird grass box matchup. We'll go against Blaze. Blaze 567P. All right. Yeah, here we go. I have literally been waiting for 5 minutes and the game hasn't resolved itself. So you know what that means? I have to quit and we lose everything that we've worked for. So that's because PDCGL is a well-made game. At 1:33:30, I wrap up the game. Yeah, I did the right thing. So I'll check my win-loss, but I'm pretty sure that's going to count as a loss. Oh, man. You know, it's like I made a YouTube short. If you didn't check out my YouTube short, I'm very proud of the one I made yesterday. I spent 7 minutes on it. Very proud. Hey, it did count as a win. It did count as a win. There we go. Wrap up the game. It did count as a win because I waited forever. Luckily, it counted as a win. There we go. Luckily, it counted as a win. There we go. Okay, so let's play the bad builds. Those were the good builds. we're gonna switch to Oddno. We're playing Oddno, okay? Jagbomb, you have to get people more enticed. All right, so we're playing the odd no build. So 135. And their name is Storm. All right, and this is a Waylord build. Waylord, and yeah, almost at 12,000, I know. And I did include my stats. If you didn't see it in yesterday's video, I included my PDCGL stats. And yes, if I hadn't conceded and lost because of bugs, oh my god. If we can get air balloon odd, no, we're fine. No, it has to be something inflammatory, like, oh my god, PDCGL, you know, new bug breaks PDCGL, or PDCGL cost me this game, or something like that, right? Well, I think we lose this matchup, because did you notice how I switched away from the version that has all of my good attackers? You notice how I switched away from the version of this deck that would have won the game? No, I don't. That's not good enough. No, it's got to be something inflammatory. Ooh, we got everything except the card we needed. Awesome. We got every card except the one that we actually needed. Let's just, we don't actually, what else do I got? What else we got in here? What else we got? What else we got in this deck? I have Latinas. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine. We can play with some Latinas. I totally forgot that I had Latias in the deck. It's not good, but it allows me to maybe do something. It allows me to maybe play the game. And watch me go 0 for 3. Oh, yep. Oh my god! Oh my god! And I love how it says you have to look at your deck. All right, well, I'll have the coin flip counter on my end. We're 0 for 3 already. Now, I won't, the coin flip ones are, Dark Side, that I think YouTube would demonetize that and I wouldn't get my $2. So as much as I would love that title, all right, you know, maybe I will make a short about that. So 136 of the Dewgong stream. Okay. And we are item locked. And remember, Mega Odd No cannot knock out anything good. Wait, can I? Oh, I could have, sorry, I could have taken the knockout. I could have definitely knocked out their Staryu if we'd gotten some energy. All right, so that's good. We'll go for, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So now I can knock out the Staryu if they don't have any way around that. So now we're 2 and 4, or 2 and 4. Yeah, 2 and 4. Yeah, coin flips. You fickle realistic waffles. Thank you for the sub. And oh, fun fact: we are almost at 8,000. The ads are the worst, but we're almost at 8,000 followers. What am I at on Twitter? Because Twitter and Twitch are always right next to each other. I'm at 7913. Oh, I passed 8,000 on Twitch. It's all those tweets that randomly got 2,000 likes recently. You know, what's the recent one that got 2,000 that made no sense? Oh yeah, the Primarina tweet. We haven't had a new Poplio card in a million years. Okay, this is great. So yeah, I have to go bosses the Staryu. I want to knock that out. I have to put, I guess, this here, because it's, I mean, I guess I just put it everywhere, right? We go Ear Force. I know I'm not taking a prize, but it gets rid of the legacy energy at least. So now it, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Realistic waffles? What do you mean? Well, you should, I have no idea. What do you mean? It should just be it should be a normal sub GIF. Somebody else should sub so I know what it looks like so I can investigate this issue further. Clearly there's something going on with that sub GIF. So please please tell me. And if you're wondering what's the deck going to be on Saturday, it will be Diggersby on Saturday. I have locked in Diggersby. Monday will be what the hell is Luxray? Luxray will be Monday. Diggersby will be tomorrow. So tomorrow, Diggersby, Monday, Luxray. And then, you know, Lena suggested Yveltal EX. That's still on the list. Like Drapion is still on the list. There's a couple things, you know, Crustle. Okay, bro. Okay. Can I just thin out all of the water, please? Can I just thin out all of my water energy? Or how about no? Or how about no? How about you don't thin out all your water energy? Because that would make way too much sense. All right, you know, I don't want to dignify PDCGL with a response. Great. Thank you. And 140 of the Dewgong stream. Oh, man. So yeah, there you go. That was the sub GIF. And fun fact, that is not like a fan-made thing. That is literally an official piece of media from the Pokemon Company. So that is not, oh, Pilot, you know, commissioned somebody to make a funny. No, that is literally a thing from the Pokemon Company that they created and they released into the world. And yeah, let's just, we know we ain't winning this one. We know we ain't winning this one. So we'll play one more with this guy because it was bad. You know, we're probably 1428, 1439. Oh, because I won that last one. I know, Tricky Bot. It's just they had everything and I had nothing. So that's my least favorite James Bond movie, is they had everything and I had nothing. Okay, so I think, you know, I looked at my old videos and I saw that I'd already played Audino Wailord, so maybe I'll do like an Audino focused build of this deck with like the toolbox aspect. So we'll take out Spidops and we'll add Audino. What the hell is this crap? Sure. All right, well, if we can draw a bunch of cards. Ooh, okay. It's a fighting deck, by the way. Guess what, everybody? I'm playing an Audino deck, and it's a fighting deck. How many Lucario decks did I play when I played Trevenant? One? I mean, I know Zygarde was in there, but I mean like Lucario fighting weak to Psychic. And then every time I play Audino, it's a 50-50 chance it's Lucario. And Clan Burglar, did I thank you for the gifted sub, Clan Burglar? Yeah, 3 mulligans and still nothing. 3 mulligans, still nothing good. All right, so I can go for the Audino, but then I have no real good way of getting back into this. Well, thank you. Tricky Bot, yes, they do. They definitely do. They look at your deck list and they say, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we gave you the worst possible matchup? Yeah, what are you the gifts leader? 50 gifted subs, but you're not on the top list? Jeez. Not sure what the thought process is here. Oh, they're going Meowth for Carmine. Realistic waffles. I do like an intro at the start, right? I do a sort of a bit of a tutorial at the start. I eat some beans and do a tutorial. Oh God! Oh yes! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Guess what happens when Trust Your Pilot tries to play Pokemon cards and have fun? PDCGL smacks me on the butt and says no. How about no, you crazy idiot? So we have to get the Audino into the active. That is step one. Step two is failing miserably at Pokemon cards. And I'm very good at that. But I can't believe I played Trevenant for 18 games. And guess how many times I faced Lucario? Once. I switched to an Audino build of any deck. Guess what happens? Your butt gets absolutely sucked. All right, well, I just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. I'm gonna put, I really don't wanna do this, but I have to. I have to thin a card out of the deck. I guess if I whiff it, I'll put the Regigigas up front. I don't know. I just need Audino energy. God. All right. No, that's fine. That's chill. That's super chill. We still don't even have a freaking Dewgong, by the way. All right. Well, assuming they just don't have it like that, I guess we go seal down and end turn, because we know they have a bosses, right? Most likely they're going to go like Lucario energy bosses the Latias, right? So if we go, but they have to have an air balloon as well. They have to have a lot. They basically need Lunatone, air balloon, energy, Lucario, and they're going to get it. I play 11 water and 1 legacy, I believe, in this build. So the Power Glass was just kind of a funny inclusion. Like, hey, if it's at the start of the game and I can get Audino to, attack for a couple turns, because remember, how many times have I faced a deck that has Badoo for 4 turns, right? Happens all the time. So you put Power Glass in the deck with Audino, you just get an extra energy. Okay, please go for a seal. Wait, do they not know what the Latinas does? Do they? Okay, well, this is bad because I bench locked myself. Wait, they didn't even attack. Wait, what? Why didn't you attack? Okay. I guess I put that there. And do I want to draw 2 cards or do I want to draw 3 cards? I think in this situation, I would like to draw 3 cards. But if I get rid of the Night Stretcher, that also seems fine. I don't know. Let's Morty's for 2. I don't think this Ogerpon's gonna be useful until a bit later. All right, that's another energy at least. Let's go attach to you and sacrifice the Reggie. Sacrifice that Reggie. Gotta get that Reggie out of here. But it was weird they didn't attack, right? And oh yeah, Heavy Baton. What does Heavy Baton do? If it gets knocked out, you save 3 energy. You son of a butt face. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. No, this is great. I had a great hand, but then life dealt me a bad hand. Okay. Here's the strategy now. The strategy now is I go up with Latias, I retreat into the Whalmer, and we win the... Oh, God. Ultra Ball away the Battle Cage and the Heavy Baton. Go and get... Oh! Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Come on, PDCGL. Come on. And it's not like I couldn't even get a Mega Audino up and running. I couldn't do anything. All right, you know what? We're getting rid of that build. We're going to Smeargle. We're going Smeargle in. Jaundice Chew. Yeah, you didn't need those Dewgongs. So not only do I face a Mega Lucario deck as an Audino player, but I also prize both Dewgong. Oh god. All right, so Smeargle it is. You go second with this one every single time. Smeargle is better than Audino. You still flip 3 coins, but it's better. Unless you start whatever the hell this hand is. Okay, this is the one time I need Dragapult to have everything. Okay? I need you to have all of your Poffins, Dragapult. No, I need you to have every single Poffin in your hand right now and use them all. Please, use every... Yes, thank you! I have never been happier. Oh, what the hell? Okay, maybe I'm not that happy anymore. You know, I was happy for a minute, and then this happened. That's a Night Stretcher. I guess I Morty's away. I mean, we play 11. There's 11 more energy in the deck. Ooh, okay, that's great. And then I will switch into the Smeargle. I honestly think I have to play with my balls right now because there's a very good chance we get item locked next turn. So naturally, I don't have any balls that can be played with at this moment, but we're gonna believe in the heart of the cards here. And then, of course, we have a great turn 1. We have a great turn 1 where everything goes right. All right, I think all these builds are just cursed. Yeah, no, they're going to have 2 Dracloak in their hand. They're going to Lilies, and they're going to get the other 2. That's 1. There's 2. So, yeah, just watch. Just watch. They're going to Lilies and get 2 more. They're 100% going to Lilies here. They're going to get 2 more Dracloak. And then they're just going to absolutely destroy me, and I get... Oh, there's Crispin. Oh, wow, they didn't get everything. Are you feeling okay, PDCGL? You've screwed me over every chance you got, but you haven't given Dragapult everything they need. What the heck? And there's an Ultra Ball. Great. Fantastic. Well, I guess I just go Energizing Sketch and do nothing just because I need to play Meowth more often, I guess. And yeah, I'm not keeping track of heads flips anymore. It was kind of bad. It was kind of bad. There it is. Okay, so this was all part of my plan. Actually, no, I can't recover from this. So yeah, we just conceded. I was like, I can't recover from this. You have to go fast. We'll play one more with a terrible version, and then we'll go to like a Glass Trumpet build or something. Well, this is the non. All right, let's play Regice. Regice, I believe in you. Okay, so we have... I'm going to put an Audino in this deck. I'm going to put an Audino. We have Regice. We have Audino. We have Glass Trumpet. Everything is going to go right. We have a Meowth. Everything is going to go right. I guarantee you everything is going to go right now. Did I forget to put a Night Stretcher in this deck? Why, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And maybe I don't even need Area 0. Yeah, we don't need Area 0. I'd rather have Battle Cage and 2 Night Stretchers. We don't need no stinking Area 0 in this deck. Oh, I don't need no stinking Area 0 here. Oi, what's this Area 0 you got in here? And do we even want Carmine? Nah, we don't need Carmine. We want Mortys and Iris. We want Morty. Watch it, maybe one Carmine, and then one Iris. And what's another fun supporter we can play? What's a funny supporter? Let's play Lucian. Let's go with Lucian. We can put a Lucian in here. You can put a Lucian in your deck. You put a Lucian in your deck, even when it makes no sense. All right, we got Regice. We got Glass Trumpet. Nothing can go wrong. I said funny, not unusable. And Ben, yeah, it's my Arceus lead ranking. So you start out at 1500. So if you lose a bunch of games, then it drops. So as you can tell, I've lost several games. Or it's that I'm secretly a member of Team Rocket. Who knows? I'll never. What? This deck is designed to suck your own butt, and you won't even let me do that. All right. Well, let's. I mean, I guess I just give them the Regice. Again, see, another Lucario game. Another Lucario game. Where were all these decks when I was playing Trevenant? Okay. Yeah, let's go attach to you and lose the game. You put 8 supporters and 4 Ultra Ball and a Meowth and a Kangaskhan and all those things, and wow, they just have it right away. So I think they're playing the pre-constructed version, aren't they? Oh no, wait, this is the promo one. So this is not pre-constructed unless they redeemed a code. So you're playing the promo Lucario, but not the promo Makuhita. I'm very disappointed in you, Mule. Could do I do? Okay, this is going to be the greatest turn you've ever seen in the history of your life. I'm guaranteeing you the greatest turn you've ever seen, history of existence. We're going to fez into everything. We're going to fez into every card we... Okay, that's actually fine. That's fine. I'm going to... you know what? We're going to get a Wailord. I can guarantee you we're getting a Wailord here. Okay. This is not anything close to what I need. Unless... Actually, I need a Terra Pokemon. So we go for Wailord. Oh, I don't have Glass Trumpet. Because that would make way too much sense. So I think I just evolve into this guy. Wailmer. And end turn? No, it is not Maku heating up, Plant Burglar. This is Maku simmering down. It is simmering down because I can't do anything. I need a Glass Trumpet, of which I play 3. Okay, there's Heave-Ho on my Pheasantipity. Who could have guessed such a thing? Who could have guessed that they would have everything? Well, I think it's Heart of the Cards time. I think we have to go to Heart of the Cards territory here. Unless... No, there's nothing. I have to go Latias down, Kangaskhan in the active, draw 2. They're going to Aura Jab 2 energy, so there's... Yeah, we can't win. We literally cannot win this game. We're going to be back in the 1300s because I decided to cheat on my Spidops build. That's terrible. That was terrible, Ben. You should be ashamed of yourself. Get it? You should be ashamed of yourself, huh? Get it? Because you made a stinky. All right. I guess I do want to have an energy in the discard pile if I can. So let's get rid of that and that. We're going to go and get the Terapagos. Oh, no, I guess I go get the Meowth. But then I can't Terapagos. So we have to believe in the heart of the cards. I'm going to seal the deal. Oh, wow. This was the worst thing I've ever seen since I saw a clam burglar in person. All right. Let's go. Okay. Yep. Click to place. Thank you. Four heads. Actually, three heads. That's all we need is three heads, babe. Okay, you have game. You could have just attacked and won the game. We're in the 1300s again. Okay, so this is the glass trumpet. So this is a glass trumpet build. I think I should have Mega Audino just as a safety precaution. Just as a way to get a little bit more energy out here. So we can cut the Articuno. We're not gonna face anything bad. So we'll cut the Articuno, we'll cut that, we'll go Audino and Chi-Yu. Audino. You know what? Actually, no, we'll go for Reshiram. We'll go for Reshiram because everyone got mad at me when I didn't have Reshiram. So we'll Reshiram it up in here. For Ultra Ball, we have a Switch, we have an Air Balloon, we have Latias, we have Area Zero. I have 8 Water Energy, 3 Bosses, 2 Night Stretcher. Everybody who could possibly make this deck playable is in here. Except Tapu Koko, but that's fine. We're going to be fine because we're going to put Zekrom or something in here. Actually, yeah, do I put Zekrom in here? Let's get rid of Furfrou and let's put in Zekrom. Let's believe, right? Let's believe that I am smart enough to win with this deck. Thank you, kilometers. All right. See, this person's terrible. They're in the 1300s. I mean, it's a start. I'm not saying it's a good start or a bad start, but it is a start. And watch it be Lucario. How much do you want to press 1 if it's Lucario? Press 2 if we're going to face a deck that doesn't just immediately win by simply existing. Tricky Bot, how dare you? Zeus, I was not in the 1300s, that's for sure. Actually, I'm 1399. Oh my god! There is no freaking way it is all Lucario. It is all Lucario all day. What the hell? This is like 3 out of the last 4 decks have been Lucario. Ah, get absolutely wrecked, nerd. I got Area Zero, bro. Again, where was all the Lucario when I was playing Trevenant? I got 1 out of 18. I've had like 4 Lucario in the last 7 matches. And let me guess, Riolu attach, and yep, Riolu attach. They're going to knock out my Kangaskhan next turn. Oh, and they got a Fighting Gong. Cool. And Ben, yeah. Oh, and it's Zygarde. Okay, so Zygarde is fine. The Zygarde is not as much of a problem as you might think, because I do have Durant, so they might have just let me win the game. And there's a Makuhita. All right, we can still win. I just have to knock out 2 megas and we win. Please, PDCGL, please. I have 8 draw supporters and 4 Ultra Ball. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess I go Morty's away the water. This is going to get a little sketchy before it gets we got both of our counter Pokemon. Okay, so I can't show them to them. It is very important that we do not show our counter people to them. I have to put the Prism Energy on, I guess, the Regigigas, because, I mean, they're not going to target the Regigigas, right? They're not going to be like, oh, I got to go for that Regigigas. Got to knock that dude out. I don't like that dude's face. And then I guess it's Air Balloon. I will play with my balls. Go get a Meowth. Oh, God, I hate this game so much. Oh, this game is great. This is my favorite game ever. This is my favorite game that has ever been made in the history of the world. I think we prized Meowth and Pheasantipity if I put it in the deck. Oh, my God. Ugh. This game. Not only... Okay, wait, why are they playing with their hairy mama? Do they just not have it like that? Are they trying to stall for a turn? Because if they go for the Tropicals, that's really bad for us. Oh, that's really bad for us. Because now they just need to attach Lucario Retreat, but... Oh! They did that prematurely. I don't know why. You know, you may as well just take the free prizes. But yes, they have now won the game because I needed them to go knock out the Kangaskhan, and then I would Meowth into Lilies. I would knock out their Lucario with the Clefairy. So we have to top deck a Lilies now. If we can top deck a Lilies, we'll be totally fine. But if you're wondering why my ranking is down in the 1300s again, it's because I went to play Mega Audino Smeargle versions of this deck, only face Lucario. So I'm like, okay, we'll switch it up. We'll add an Audino and we'll do a Glass Trumpet build of Dewgong. So we'll cut out the Spidops, we'll add an Audino and Glass Trumpet. And as long as we don't face any Lucario, first game Lucario. It's the same thing that happened. I didn't put Tapu Koko EX in my original build of, I think, the Spidops build when I was testing. First game Mega Starmie. Oh, wow, they don't have it. Unless they have Air Balloon Lucario, then they're rope-a-doping me. But this guy is not going to be a problem until maybe never. This guy might not be a problem if I just top deck a Lilies. Okay, hang on. Hang on a second. Okay, we put Durant down. They've already played with their hairy mama. We can get rid of... Oh, no, that would have helped. No, how do I mill the one card I actually need? The one card I actually need. The one card I needed. It was the one card. That was it. That's the only card I need in this matchup. If they would have just judged me, that would have been everything. Oh, God. Okay, no, we're fine. Everything is great. Everything is great. They are going to retreat. They're going to knock out my Terapagos with a Mega Lucario. I'm going to Dewgong. To the Clefairy. We're going to knock out their Mega Lucario, and then somehow this is going to knock out their Zygarde for game before they Nullifying Zero twice. And obviously, if they just gust up my Kangaskhan and Nullifying Zero and flip heads on Kangaskhan, we lose. But they're going to be too tempted. They're like, oh man, I can take the knockout and I can accelerate 3 energy to Zygarde. Wait, are you still not going to do anything? Are you a Lucario deck? No, we can still win this one. All I have to do is knock out 2 Megas. That's it. I just have to knock out 2 Megas and the game is over, and I'm knocking out my first Mega this upcoming turn. Unless they... yeah, they have to... Yeah, they're going into Lucario. They're doing a lot of unnecessary things, right? They could have just attached the basic fighting to the Lunatone. Wait a minute. What? No. Don't do what I think you're about to do. Do not do what I think you're about to do, Raisa Cruz. Oh, thank you. Because what they could have done is if Raisa played with her PP enough times, the Riolu can knock out the Terrapodos. Because it's doing 80 damage right now, so 2 PPs is a knockout of Terrapodos. There's the Lucario. All right, so I win this game as long as I can find one more Prism Energy. Permafrost, you're right. The Durant absolutely carries in this matchup. So this is actually a winnable matchup because I put in the Durant and because they have Zygarde. There we go. Finally, we got the attack. It's going to be great. They're going to power up the Zygarde. So the only way they win is if... So the only way they win is if they attach to Zygarde, bosses the Kangaskhan, flip heads on the Kangaskhan, and flip heads on the Dewgong. If they do all that, they win the game. But you may have noticed a slight problem with the situation that we're in is that I only have 2 energy on the field, and I don't have a Terra in play right now, and we still somehow... Oh, we have Terrapagos. Okay, so I can Terrapagos. We have 2 water, so that's good. I have to go... Oh, if they target the Dewgong, that's really bad. Like, if they knock out the Dewgong with nullifying 0... Oh, but if I put the seal into play, that's also really bad. This is really bad. Okay. This is horrible. Because if they have bosses, if I put the seal down, oh no. We are in a world of trouble right now. So maybe I should have done that differently. All right, so let's attach the prism to this guy. I think I Night Stretcher for the Terrapagos. Because I can still do something? I don't know. And then we switch into the Clefairy. How much damage are we doing? We're doing 440, so that's fine. And then I'll attach, yeah, one there, one there. Dewgong. Go from, I guess, the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan to you. So here's the problem. If I put the seal down, they can literally... We got to go on vibes. We got to go straight vibes here. We got to go straight vibes. We just have to believe that the heart of the coins is on my side. This will be in the video win, lose, or draw because we're going to lose this game. Yeah, so we prized the Fez. We also don't have the Latias, I don't think. We prized Meowth as well. This is just what PDC GL does. You're wondering, how would you go from 5-2 to 5-6? I prized everything. I had a game where I prized both Dewgong. I have been facing just fighting decks when I've been playing Mega Audino, because Mega Audino can put 6 energy into play. Guess what happened on 2 out of my first 3 Kaleido Waltzes? I won 0 for 3 because, again, PDC GL is a well-made game. But everything will be forgiven because I can just knock this out, right? We have to hope they take a couple knockouts, though, right? Because Vengeful Crush... Oh, no, let's take in a knockout because they've taken 2 prizes. So that's 180. So that's 360. Even if they use Gaia Wave. Even if they use Gaia Wave to knock out the Clefairy, but we're doing this. As long as they don't have a bosses, the fact that they benched the Makuhita seems really good for us. Wait, why didn't they Night Stretcher for a... You better have an energy in your hand. What? Why didn't they go get an energy? And wait, what? What? What is they? What? They could have done the dream. They could have lived the dream. Actually, they wouldn't have only. They would have maybe knocked out Dewgong and Seal. So that's all it was. So yeah, they could have only knocked out Dewgong and Seal. So technically, that was the correct play. You know, you're probably thinking, oh, they could have lived the dream. They needed bosses to bring up either Kangaskhan or Terapagos and then have everything. But we're just going to win this game because even when PDCGL prizes everything and everything is looking like the brightest day, and I can't remember the Green Lantern's light thing. But see, I told you, we were not out of this game, even though PDCGL prized every... Wait, did I forget to put Meowth in the deck? I thought we had Meowth in the deck. All right, but yes, we forgot to put Meowth in the deck. We prized Pheasantipity. Even when I don't know where I am or whose hand is down my pants trying to reach for my deck, we still win the game because when you're facing a Mega deck, you just have to take 2 knockouts and you beat them off. All right, so I will cut that first Rowlet game. And Eevee, I was not ignoring you, Eevee. I'm glad you're back. And yes, I would very much like to play Expanded, but I can't. They teased us, and it was not right. It wasn't right. They shouldn't have done that. But yeah, Pitch Black. Pokebeach is saying that Pitch Black is the name of the new English set, which seems, I mean, a little on the nose. Little on the nose. Oh, the Mega Darkrai set. We'll call it Pitch Black, which is the, it's Pitch Perfect 4, but at night. You know, they're doing the new sequel to Pitch Perfect, but it's at night. It's called Pitch Black. Get it? Because it's Pitch Perfect. No, that was a bad one. I'm sorry. All right, so I have to make a lot of cuts to that game. Make a lot of cuts because they did nothing a lot. Ooh, this is a start. This is one of the starts of all time. I'll take it. I'll take this start. Wait, did I forget to put Latias in here as well? What? Is this wait, is this a round deck? Is this a round deck? Are we facing... Wait, what the hell? Because I thought Wigglytuff EX rotated. Wigglytuff EX rotated, didn't it? Yeah. This is... What? What the hell is happening? No, but... it... Oh, I guess it must be round... What? And... I am so confused right now. I have many questions. I have very many questions right now about what is currently happening on our screens right now. Oh wow, what a hand. That is one of the hands of all time. So it's Wigglytuff, Dragapult, but there's only one Wigglytuff. It's just the round Wigglytuff. There's no other Wigglytuff in standard. It's just the Wigglytuff EX rotated. But no, it can't be anything. It can only be one thing. I'm so confused. And they attached a I have no idea. Yeah, Eevee, I did see your comment on the expanded video because I do see comments as they roll in. You know, sometimes YouTube doesn't show me all the comments, which is really weird because I usually only look at the back end. So I usually only look at people's back ends and get really excited. But for some reason, YouTube doesn't show me every single comment that shows up. Yeah, they're going to roll my balls. And they attached a telepathic to cloak. I don't think they know what telepathic does. No, I mean, counter gain still exists, right? Counter gain exists. Ignition energy exists. Is this Miss Magius EX? All right, if they flip 100 heads, I'm going to be so happy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought we were going to go for like 20 heads in a row. They only needed 11. They only needed 11 and they would have gotten it. All right, there's a Dewgong. We're about to Mortys for 2. The hot 2 with a Mortys, and we'll still not find an energy. Who could have Who could have guessed that we were going to Mortys for 2 and not find an energy? All right, well, that's an end turn if I've ever seen one. No, round is playable. Like, I was looking at, somebody mentioned, hey, you should play Crabominable. Crabominable is still a deck. There's lots of things that are still decks. You know, Crabominable, Typhlosion. Wow, they just got everything in here. And we're going to lose, which is the really funny part. So wait, did I forget to switch lists? Did I edit a list and forget to set it as active? Is that the problem? I think that's the problem. I think I'm playing the wrong list. Okay, yeah, and then just retreat into Dragapult and take the knockout, and I can't do anything. Are they going into Miss Magius? They're doing sex magic? Because in Japanese, it was translated to hex magic, but they added the A, so we couldn't call it sex magic, because they're weird. They're weirdos, and they don't like us. All right, can I draw 4 and get something playable? All right, I mean, I'll take it. Oh, wow, we have all 3 Glass Trumpet. Imagine having all 3 Glass Trumpet and not being able to do anything. Okay, so I think in this situation, I just keep that the way it is. I don't know. All of our Glass Trumpet, none of our energy. So yeah, I must have just forgotten to switch lists. So I don't know which list we're playing right now. We could be playing any list. Yeah, Crabominable with Kofu and Vuvuzela. And then we're going to have no energy. But this is a Glass Trumpet build. What happened? Like, I swear I put Meowth and stuff in here. Am I stroking? Am I having a stroke? I mean, I'm always stroking. Never mind. I mean, they can do pretty much anything they want. They should definitely go for the Dewgong. They should absolutely go for... What? Okay. We were going to lose that game, but I'll take it. I'll take it, you know? Look at that. There we go. Yeah, they were just too afraid. They were just like, oh man, we're facing Pilot. I can't beat off Pilot. So yeah, I guess we'll go for Meowth. We'll put a Meowth in the list. Meowth will be in the list. To make room for Meowth, we will cut the Zekrom, because what are the odds that we face... What are the chances that we face anything like that? Oh no, we'll, yeah, we need a little bit more water. You know, we could play Naveen or something. Yeah, let's put Naveen in here. Let's put Naveen and not lose the game because of it. All right, there we go. We got Naveen, we'll be fine. Bob.fun. Bob.fun. Yeah. All right, but yeah, did anyone watch the YouTube short where I said, you know, the Pokemon Company promotes? No, they still haven't. They haven't even mentioned anything. They have been radio silent for the past 2 weeks while the game has been completely broken. They've only done scheduled tweets. They literally gave out a tweet today asking us how much we're enjoying Perfect Order, and all the comments are, the game doesn't even work. The game doesn't even work. The game hasn't worked for the past 2 weeks. So I guess... I mean, look at this starting hand. How can you lose with this? What the hell is this? Oh my god! Again! It is Lucario again! Why is it? I'm glad I didn't start the Terapagos, but it is always Lucario. Every game is Lucario. All right, as long as they don't have a switch, we can buy ourselves a little bit of time. As long as they don't have a switch, we can win this game. Yes, we know they play Wallies. We know they play Crushing Hammer. So there's things to be concerned about. But I'm hoping and guessing they don't have a switch. And if they do have a switch, they're not going to find it because that would be insane if they found one. But Ryusham, I'm not joking you. I played Trevenant for 3 hours, 18 total games, 1 Lucario. In the past 5 games, I have faced 4 Lucario decks with Kangaskhan, Terapagos, Audino. So, and Pheasantipede and Meowth. So things that are weak to fighting and never want to see Lucario. But the one time I want to see Lucario, it's like, oh, it's Shy. It's Shia LaBeouf. Oh, God. No, I want to play against Lucario, but with the right decks. Okay, so this is Ultra Ball for Meowth for Lilies. Please tell me we didn't prize the Lilies. That's the only way we lose this game. Okay, if you want to use Power Gem, that's fine. I will beat you off before you beat me off. So let's go Seal. There's Glass Trumpet in the deck, so I can get rid of it. Oh, please. Okay, no. I can't take the risk. I cannot take the risk. Okay, we have Meowth. Okay, I don't want to put the Meowth down, but I have to put the Meowth down. So let's go Seal. Let's seal the deal here. And then we go Ultra Ball for Meowth. Again, don't want to be doing this. But, I mean, being able to find 8 cards seems worth it. And actually, no, they will knock out my dude first, right? They will knock out my Ogerpon before I knock out their Lunatone if they commit energy to it. Are you kidding me, PDCGL, right? Are you kidding me right now? Just any energy would have been fine. Literally any energy. Okay, but I can knock out a couple of things. If I can just find a Prism energy, so I have to basically thin my entire hand down. I have to put oh my God. I have to put a million different liabilities into play. But I can do this, right? It is very winnable. I can't play with my balls, though, because I want to be able to Iris first. Hopefully we top deck. I mean, I guess technically any energy would be fine. But I don't think I can Torrential Pump anymore. I'm like a woman who just gave birth and she's all tapped out. I can't pump anymore because I would lose 3 energy. Wellspring Mask Ogerpon is very good in certain situations. Not in this one. I have rarely ever attacked with this and felt good about it. Okay, so they can't knock out the Ogerpon next turn. I have double Dewgong. I have to just thin my entire hand down. So Terapagos has to come into play. If I can just knock out 2 Mega Lucario per game, if it's just a repeat of the last game, we'll be fine. But I'm going to need to keep the Night Stretcher probably, though, right? So let's waste the Glass Trumpet. We'll put it on the Terapagos. If I go... I mean, I guess I just Iris away the Ultra Ball. I know it's not optimal, but... Ooh, that's fine. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to Sob. Still no energy. I believe there's 13 energy in the deck. I have seen 2. 13 energy in the deck. I have seen 2, but at least we can get rid of the switch. I can put the Clefairy down. I probably should have actually put the Clefairy down prematurely. But I also don't want them to know that I have it, right? Because if they just go Makuhita and then just sort of buy themselves the turn they need. But if they get a little... No, you played a Premium Power Pro early. You can't do it. It's literally impossible. You can do 110 with the Lunatone unless you get a Maximum Belt and ruin my entire life with your 1 Maximum Belt. See? I didn't want to take any chances with the Makuhita. And I don't think they're going to be able to bump my Stadium, because what are the odds? They had to take something out to make room for Crushing Hammer, right? Okay, we are fine. There's Koraidon. That is less fine. But let's put Lily's Clefairy into play. I will not use Naveen, because if I use Naveen, my entire hand will be discarded. That would be bad. So in this situation, I guess it's just Iris away the Koraidon. And then I can Naveen next turn and just hope for the best. Ooh, that's terrible. That's awful. So now I think I attach to the Latias. Because there's nothing I can, like, I can't attack. There's no one good to attack with. Actually, there is one person I can attack with right now. And Meowth, no, because the Meowth goes back into my hand. The Meowth goes back into my hand, and that would be terrible. So watch this. Watch this absolutely goated play. All right, we take these off of this. Look at this. No one in the history of the universe would ever expect this play. And we're going to put that there. No one would have expected how smart I am. PB, no, because I would lose all 3 energy. You know, I can't attack with Wellspring Mask. There we go. We have the knockout with Lilies. So no matter what, we're taking a knockout of their Mega Lucario with Lilies Clefairy next turn. Unless they judge me or stamp me. That would be very bad. But the problem with tucking my tail is that it puts the Meowth and all attached cards. So I would have to put all 3 energy back into my hand. And you've seen how impossible it's been to get energy into play this game. So keeping as much energy on the field is best. Because what are they going to do? Their options here, they're probably going to Hariyama. They're going to go for one of my 2 prizers, probably Clefairy. They're going to attach, they're going to Mega Brave my Clefairy. The Dewgong, they're not knocking out the Dewgong. I have 2 Dewgong. In no world is a Mega Lucario deck with a Makuhita on the field and a Harry Mama in hand and a ton of card draw. In no world are they knocking out a Dewgong when they have 5 2 prizers on the bench. The only way they're knocking out the Dewgong is if they don't have a Hariyama or a Bosses. And there you go. There's the Hariyama. I told you. They are going to go for anyone, probably the Clefairy, which is exactly... Okay, that's even better. See, I told you. You have to know how to beat other people off before you can enjoy beating yourself off first. The problem here is that they're going to have Hariyama, right? Hariyama is a huge problem. It's going to hurt itself, though. So I think I win with Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, and this is going to be the one situation where it's actually really good. So they're playing this perfectly. Unfortunately for them, I am him. You know, that's the unfortunate thing they don't realize is that I am him. You know that movie that no one saw last year? They made that about me. Wait, is that a bad thing? I didn't see it. That's probably actually a thing I shouldn't say because I haven't seen the movie. But we're just going to pretend. All right, so I have 2 energy on the field. And because PDCGL is such a well-made game, I can't use Naveen in this situation. You know what? I can. You know what? I'm going to let I'm going to let it ride. I know I shouldn't have done that because PDCGL is obviously massively broken. So if you haven't seen my YouTube short about Naveen, it's one of my most popular YouTube shorts. And if you're wondering, wait, that shouldn't have happened. I know the text on Naveen. Why did that happen? Why didn't you get to choose? Because PDCGL is a well-made game and I'm about to lose because of it. So I would have wanted to just discard the water energy to drop to 5. But instead, if you have less than 5 cards in your hand and you use Naveen, it turns into Carmine. So it is completely broken. And this is why I'm so just piloted off, PO'd, as the kids these days would say. I'm really skibbity. My Riz is massively skibbity'd right now. Is PDCGL has been broken for 2 weeks. And what do? They don't give us any updates. They say, hey, how have you been enjoying Perfect Order these past 2 weeks on TCG Live? We haven't because all the cards are broken and everyone disconnects. So maybe you should fix and they judged me and I'm going to lose because I don't have a Night Stretcher for a knockout. Yep, see? We're going to lose because PDCGL is a well-made game. Actually, they don't have the knockout unless they get an energy, and they got an energy, so they have the knockout. But yeah, we're going to lose because of PDCGL. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Because I had to get rid of all the cards. Imperfect Disorder. Oh, I like that one. Clan Burglar could never. All right, so yeah, I lose the game because PDCGL decided it would be fun. Ooh, that's good. Okay. So in this situation, I go... Well, again, we can't use Naveen because it's a broken card, because that would make way too much sense to have cards that work. And if I can just find Bosses, we win the game. It is that simple. Just find the bosses, find the cheerleader, save the world. And we're going to lose because I couldn't find bosses. Great. No, because, again, PDCGL is a well-made game. So let's go Cornerstone. Get rid of that. There's another Area 0. How do I have nothing? All right. I would like to use Sudden Edge Shearing. And, of course, I didn't get Legacy Energy. So we didn't get either of our 2 remaining bosses or our Legacy Energy, which is absolutely wild. And I guess I just attach to you. And if they have a Hairy Mama, we lose. And that's the way the cookie's gonna crumble. Because remember, PDCGL automatically discarded my Night Stretcher. I would not have wanted to discard my Night Stretcher in that situation in case I needed to, you know, recover the Lily's Clefairy, because we were gonna get judged, and then I could draw 100 cards, and then I would have been able to get a Night Stretcher for my Clefairy and then won the game because we had a Prism Energy and a Water Energy, but because of PDCGL glitches, I lose? Isn't that fun? You know, this is worse than the card select glitch because Naveen is just Sightseer. Sightseer is a card that has existed in this game for 4 years, but PDCGL refuses to fix it. Yeah, we'll continue with this one. I have Meowth. We have Latias. Can't seem to find any energy, though. Yeah, well-made game, am I right? All right, so I think this is, I think their name is a reference to Naruto. They're part of the Straw Hat gang. I think that's a Naruto reference. The Smeagol? Andy Serkis told me about that one. Did you know, I talked about this earlier, did you know that they're making a Search for Gollum movie? And Viggo Mortensen's not going to be in it? Even though Aragorn is technically like 120 in the thing? It's Bleach. Sorry, it's Bleach. Yeah, I'm so sorry, I forgot. It's Bleach. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh, it's boring. Oh, it's just for alligator. Ew. We are going to lose, though, because I don't have Tapu Koko. You have no idea how excited I was to see them flip over that seal, and then it's for alligator, and of course I don't have my Tapu Koko in the deck because I was like, what are the odds that I face Mega Starmie today? And then as soon as I see that, we get this. We get this, and we just lose. So they have Big Bite, which is fine, because I can totally just win the game now. I am going to have to probably 2-shot the Feraligatr, but if they can't get a damage counter on me, then we're fine. And yeah, they have the Dunsparce, so I don't know why there's the Dewgong in here. Oh yeah, and I just took out the Zekrom. That's right, I kept Reshiram and I took out Zekrom. Exactly. I literally just took out the Zekrom because I'm like, Zekrom's too hard to make work. We're not going to put that in here. Exactly. As soon as you take out the card you need, PDCGL just claps your cheeks. All right, as long as they don't have Venture Bomb, as long as they don't have an attachment, we'll be okay. I can out-stadium them. Surfing Beach is just... Oh. That's hilarious, but I can get around that. Ooh, we can definitely get around that. Okay, so let's go... This is weird. This is very awkward. I can draw 2, or I can probably draw 2. But I kind of need to keep the switch, but the Dewgong isn't in trouble of getting knocked out, which is a little weird. Okay, so we go Prism Energy, and then I get rid of the Iris, so we draw 3 instead of 2. There's a Durant. That's terrible. Well, we can't put that into play. So I guess in this situation, I get rid of Durant and Water Energy. Go for... Do I go for Meowth? That's right. I guess we go for Meowth here. I could have gone for Audino, and that would have been funny. It actually would have been hilarious if I went for Audino, because I could have used Audino to flood the field with energy. So maybe in an alternate world we do that. No, we can't, because I have 2 Prism Energy. So I can't attack with Audino, because Prism Energy only works on basics. So as soon as I move the energy from Cornerstone Mass to Dewgong, it becomes colorless, and I can't move it. So that'd be a terrible idea. But there's no way they can get this for Alligator powered up yet. See, we're playing the better deck here, and then we get the Latias. This is very awkward because I really don't want to lose my Switch. Losing the Switch in this situation seems really bad, but hey, what do I know? I've only played 12,000 games here. What do I know? I know the PDC jail is going to do everything in its power to screw me over. What the hell is this? All right. These are all cards that we have access to. Okay, so we'll do... Notice how I didn't get any energy. Did anyone else notice that? That I had 5 energy in my opening hand, and then I Lilies for 8 and got 0? Anyone else notice that? Just me? Am I the only one who noticed that? Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? Switch, go into the Totodile? I have 13 energy in the deck. Almost half of my deck is energy. And they have Crispin. So they're not knocking out the Ogerpon, which is good. So the Ogerpon will survive a turn because Vitality Band doesn't exist. I'm not sure what their spice cards are, right? Like, what are their spice cards here? You gotta spice up your life. Every boy and every girl. All right. Wow, this is just... I mean, if Naveen worked, it would be perfect. Oh, it does work. Because I had exactly 5. I think that's why it worked, is because I had exactly 5. All right, in this situation, I go retreat into the Fez. I attach to the Fez. I wash out to the Fez. 1, 2. I Cruel Arrow the Totodile. No, you gotta have like Venture Bomb or... Oh, we prize the Kangaskhan. Well, that's obviously going to be what I go up with next. Oh, man. Okay, so if they bump the areas wide open throttle, it's not a happy time over here. They got Surfer. Well, that was really smart then, what I did. But yeah, we have time for probably 2 more games. I don't think we're getting to 10 wins. Oh, they got Aurorus. They got Aurorus in this deck. I tried to make Aurorus work. I'm sure I'll do a stream where I try to make it work and realize that it never does work. But they should definitely retreat and attack. I tried, right? I tried Aurorus with Kangaskhan, played 5 games, didn't get Aurorus up once. And I faced 3 Lucario decks. Yeah. So they have Monkey Dory in the deck, but they didn't leave space for it. Yeah, isn't that funny? You put your left foot in, you put your right foot out, and you play a Kangaskhan deck, and you face 3 Lucario in a row. All right, so we just go Lucario. Oh, the Aurorus is you can't attack next turn. I see what they're doing. I see what you're plotting over there. I see what you're nasty plotting. Don't think I don't see it. Okay, so we don't need the Koraidon. I think just because I have all my switch cards will be fine. Or like, not my switch cards, but we have my switch cards. All right, so let us... Yeah, I guess I just waste both of my trumpets because I can, because I'm a cool guy who can do that. And we'll get the Reshiram. Wait, how much? This guy's only doing, I think, 260, right? It's doing... Yeah, 260. So, actually, you know what? We'll get the Audino. We'll get the Audino. We'll give it a chance to shine here. So, I want the Audino and the Reggie, and then the Reggie and the Audino. Reggie and the Audino and the Audino and the Reggie. So let's run some errands. I might deck out, which will be hilarious. But we want to take the energy off of the Fez. So I want Prism. That. I think we keep one Prism, and then we heal off that guy. And rapid fire combo. So unfortunately, this won't be in the YouTube video just because they didn't get it up like that. Okay, well, that's fine. And no, I will not be putting Lamper CX. No, you just play Kangaskhan, Aurorus, and then if you don't fight Lucario, it's fine. But I only fought Lucario. Like, that's the problem with me trying to come up with fun decks, is that there's one deck that perfectly counters it, and then I only run into it. No, it's totally fine. They want you to, they're asking you. It's been totally fine. If it was going wrong, they would say something about it, right? They wouldn't say, oh, how have you been enjoying? They wouldn't taunt us. They would say, oh, the game has been broken and there's been multiple issues these past 2 weeks as certain YouTubers, oh yeah, I guess I put the Prism down. As a certain YouTuber's YouTube shorts have shown, it's a perfectly functional game. And yeah, I guess I just retreat. Actually, yeah, let's take the knockout with Audino. You know, I've never taken a knockout with Audino. Let's do it. When's the last time you ever saw? When have you ever seen anyone take a knockout with Mega Audino? Exactly. And but the problem, what really grinds my gears, my gearnas, is that I literally played Trevenant for 18 games. I saw one Lucario. I know I've repeated myself a million times and it's probably getting annoying, but you can't play Trevenant for 18 games, face one Lucario, and then play Audino and face 3 Lucario in a row and think the game isn't rigged. Yeah, just check out all my YouTube shorts. Fun fact, I finally started a playlist for glitches. I started it with Perfect Order. How many videos do you think are in there already? I haven't checked. But I started a playlist solely for glitches, and there's already 7 videos in there. I started 2 weeks ago. And I already have more coming. So I started a playlist 2 weeks ago, and there's 7 now. Yeah, there's 7 after 2 weeks. And Ben, that would be great. All right, they finally got the Aurorus, but yeah, this is not a good combo. Because again, switching, retreating, evolving, breaks the lock. But it does take 50 less damage from attacks. So it's a, why? Okay. It is a card that exists. Aurorus is absolutely a card that exists. All right, so I have to do 220. But I guess I don't actually have to do 220. I can just bosses the Totodile and do the thing. And I just retreat and I guess we'll take the knockout with Cornerstone Mask, right? We'll take the knockout with Cornerstone Mask. Why not? Why not to? And sure, 1, 2, because remember, the Aurorus can't hit into it. So it's not protected against effects. So if it was Freezing Chill versus Cornerstone, they would do 0 damage, but I wouldn't be able to attack. Yeah, why not? And there's the Wellspring Mask Odrapon. Well, this game went on quite a long time, so maybe just one more. But I'll update it. We might have a... Wait, we're going to have a positive win rate. We're not going to have a negative win rate. Well, Mega Kangaskhan, right? You play it with Mega Kangaskhan and Bouffalante. You take 110 less damage. But 110 less damage doesn't mean anything when you have a fighting weakness and they do 2 times damage. So that was my strat, is Bouffalante, Aurorus. I'm not really leaking anything, because when it first came out, I told you about it. But if you can get it into play with 2 Bouffalante, you're taking 110 less damage. You can put a Sacred Charm on Kangaskhan, you're taking 140 less damage. And, like, it works. But all I fought when I was testing was fighting decks, and I never got Aurorus into play even when I did. Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Kangaskhan's drawing you cards every turn, 3 bench spaces. No, like, no. Cinchino EX can work with the old Lapras EX, not the new one. Look at how many viewers we have right. Yeah, Evie knows. Evie's already on it. I was just about to mention it. All right, last game of the stream, unless it ends really quickly. Actually, like 5 minutes. You know, I'll give you 5 minutes. But if it's a 10-minute game, that's when I tap out. All right, 13 energy in deck, and we get one. We got one, and nothing else. Well, I still have this idea of doing like a, oh god, the one matchup where you can't start Latias. All right, let's go Ultra Ball away the lilies and the water. I'll go get Steel because we already have supporters and stuff, right? There's really no need to do anything else. If I just get a decent number of cards next turn, we'll be fine. Do I retreat? No. Right, there's no need, because if they put 40 damage on the Latias, it's like, whatever, we're weak to it, so it doesn't really matter. Right, but my idea of doing just like 3 different decks in one stream, 1 per hour, that's kind of the dream, right? That's kind of what I want to do. It just seems like a fun idea, don't it? Just be a fun guy. Be a angry brute bonnet, be an Among Us. All right, well, they do have to waste an energy to retreat, so that's pretty good. And I will tentatively write down Green Bat Dad. Oh, and to all the people asking who weren't here at the start of the stream, yes, I have played Pokemon Champions. It is a thing that exists. It is just Pokemon Showdown, but slower and heavily monetized. And they trust the sushi because they're not me. So, like, yeah, it's totally fine. I'll play it off and on. You know, you get free stuff. Yep, they got a sushi for a Lilies. Like, if you want a free-to-play battler, it is totally fine. It is not good. It is not bad. It is, you know, we should expect more. You know, especially a month after the highest-rated Pokemon game ever. It was not developed by Game Freak or anyone at Nintendo. It was developed by Koei Tecmo, who made Pokemon Conquest. All right, I'm going to Iris away the Naveen because Naveen is broken and we don't like Naveen. And we get absolutely nothing. All right, fantastic. This game. Okay, so I think I have to go for a second seal. Because if they just bosses, we know. We've all had nightmares. We've all had the nightmare. We've all had that nightmare before where we're standing naked at a Pokemon tournament and everyone says, hey, where's my deck box? But yeah, just they could go bosses. We faced how many Zoroark decks that just go triple bosses in a row? Yeah, that's what people on Twitter have been saying, is that Champions is really massively broken, just like TCG Live. And, you know, the meme is the James Franco first time. See, there you go. See, told you, is the first. That's like, if I had a nickel for every game from the Pokemon Company International that was a worse version of something we already had, I'd have 2 nickels, because PTCGO was replaced by TCG Live, and they're replacing Scarlet and Violet with Champions. And, oh, you haven't seen that before? Yeah, ends PP up. But it's the fact that they replaced Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's the problem. It's not the fact that it exists. If it just existed, that'd be fine. The problem is that they're holding official tournaments on Champions and not Scarlet and Violet. So when you have a non-functionally good client, that kind of messes things up. This is where everything turns around for me. It's like when I can't think of anything funny, but we're going to win this game. I'm going to get a Terra down because, yes, they released Terra Pokemon in 2026 because that makes sense. But we got this one. We're going to get everything off of this. We got something off of this. It's not everything I wanted, but I can potentially attack this turn if I'm willing to sacrifice my happiness. Oh, no, we're not going to be able to attack this turn, are we? Because I have to go Ultra Ball away the Iris and the Pokepack. Can I get rid of the Night Stretcher? Because we can already do the thing. Because I have to go and get Fez. If I get rid of Night Stretcher... Yeah, I guess it just has to be Night Stretcher. I'm pretty sure we've lost this game anyway. I'm pretty sure we've lost this game anyway, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. We just need any energy. We needed literally any of my 11. How many energy? I bet you there's 11 energy in deck. Okay, there's 8. But we needed any of those 8 energy and we would have won the game. All right, so I have to attack with Terapagos now? Is that a knockout? Or do I Heart of the Cards it? No, I don't have to Heart of the Cards it. Yes, I do. I mean, we have to attack with Kangaskhan no matter what. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh my god! How? How is the worst rival in the entirety of the franchise? I had a third of my deck is energy. All right. Wide open? You don't. You just hope you gotta hunt their Monkey Dory. Right? You gotta hunt their Monkey Dory and hope for the best. And this is a Morty's for 7. A Morty's for 7. I play 13 energy. We just happened to prize... wait, I have 2. We had 5 in the deck, so I only prized like 1 energy. 1 or 2, maybe? I was just trying to string some words together, Ben. All right, there's En's Castle. Let's get rid of Seal. Let's get rid of Koraidon, and that's it. Yeah, you just gotta hunt their Monkey Dory. Hope they don't get Monkey Dory down. And if they do, you gotta hunt them down. Or just really go crazy on Frostlass. That's the other thing is just, go first, get everything up and running, because it doesn't matter if they have Monkey Dory if you have 3 Frostlass in play. Right? If you have 3 Frostlass in play, you're knocking out a Monkey Dory in 2 turns. Because that's, 3 with a Frostlass, and then Starmie, and then Frostlass. So you're basically just knocking it out like that unless they heal it. We just got to go fast. All right, well, they're going to hurt my... Dude, I have no way of affecting their hand. They have not played a bosses. And this will be the end of the stream because we are going to lose this game. Great. But at least we didn't have a losing record. We did face a lot of Lucario, though. And, I got 4 games. The 4 games are all varied, though, so that's nice. The 4 games are all different, so I'm not sad about that. And literally the next card. The next card was the Prism Energy. Oh, this game is great, isn't it? This is the best game I've ever played in my... Oh my god. 5 of my next 6 cards were energy. 5 of the next 6 were energy. Because of course they were. Because of course. Why wouldn't 5 of the next 6 be energy? Should have shuffled better. Should have shuffled better. All right, we need 2 heads, please. Please, we just need 2 heads. Thank you. Okay, we're still going to lose because I don't have any way of affecting their hand. If I had like the Furfrou, this is where the I and O not existing really hurts. And there's Durant. Oh, wait, hang on. Notice how we prized the Durant, and that's kind of important. No, I think they'll have it. Yeah, they've only played 1 PP up. They have En's Castle. Ooh, interesting. And there's an unfair stamp. Great. All right, but I will get the video up tomorrow. I'm working on other things. I'm finally going to bear down and get the pronunciation shorts out. Oh my god. So, yeah, I'll be back on Saturday. So Saturday will 100% be Diggersby. There's not a whole lot you can do with Diggersby, so I might, for the last hour of the stream, I might mess around with the Eradicate build. Ben, no, I won't be able to get up the stream tomorrow, but I'll be able to get it up on Saturday. You know, I need a day. I need a break day. You know, at my age, you need to take long breaks. And Shiny Ray, it's on the list. It is on the list. All right. I mean, they do need a 2-card combo in order to win, but they have Tatsugiri, which is bad. We still have a chance. We have Durant in the deck. Ooh, that's a Durant. But now I need a Prism Energy. So we have Durant, but I do also need Prism Energy. And I got rid of the Meowth because I didn't think we would need Meowth. So that's really cool. That's great, PDCGL. Thank you. Yeah, we'll go Ultra Ball, away, that, and that. Why did I get rid of the Meowth? Because I'm an idiot. And we only have access... Oh, we only have access to 1 energy. That's cool. That is so cool. We have access to 1 energy. But maybe I get rid of their final... No. All right, that was a terrible stream, but we didn't have a losing record. Didn't have a losing record. Hey, I'm going to get to everything. Remember, we're only getting like 200 cards in the first 6 months of this year. Right? It's going to be a very dry year. You heard of dry January. It's going to be a dry first 7 months of the year. So yeah, I'll play Diggersby. I'll get the Raticate list up and running. And then Monday should be Luxray. Because as long as you don't fight Lucario, maybe it can be a thing. Probably not. All right, let's use... Oh, right, I got a prediction, 8 to 9. Everyone chose correctly. Let's raid who's online. I'm getting recommended people who unfortunately don't speak English. Is Tricky Jim online? I know Tricky Jim streamed earlier. Okay. Same category. There we go. There we go. That makes it easier. All right. Wow, no one is speaking English. Literally no one is speaking English. That is crazy. All right, so I'm just going to pick the first person who speaks English that appears on the list. Apparently, Pocket Every is playing a secret spicy deck. Is that Samurott? All right, I'll see you all on Saturday. This was... Dewgong is bad.